All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast. It's our first Sunday show. I'm really excited. We have a great panel tonight. It's going to be a good show. Let's get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby, how y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday night? Tonight we're joined with 5 lovely and beautiful ladies. But before we get to the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live, guys. Guys, make sure you join the locals. In the locals, you get to see all the juicy behind-the-scenes footage that happens behind the podcast. You also get to see the yacht footage. You also get to see all the drama, the fighting, cups being thrown at Eric. That's all the locals. I know y'all want to see that, so sign up to the locals. Guys, also become a YouTube member. Become a YouTube member, you need to go to our channel, click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tiers give you the best perks possible. That means top percentages off of merch. You get into the Instagram members chat. You also get our personal number, do business with us, guys. Now you can do this on your phone. You just go to Safari and then you do the same thing I just said. Click join. In the members, you get emotes. That means all the girls that's been kicked out. You also get different type of perks. That means if we have a yacht party, you get percentage off of that, guys.
Yeah, man.
Also, guys, make sure you guys go in the link. We have a Discord link now. We're going to be more active on Discord for sure. And we have some new merch coming out, guys. So stay tuned.
Yes, shout out to Steve on that. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for the panel, ladies, for coming today. We appreciate your time. You guys could be anywhere, but you're here rocking with us. It's our first official Sunday show. I'm excited about that. We're working on something right now, guys, where you guys can actually donate through Streamlabs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, guys. So we're going to be doing a Streamlabs donation website where you guys can send in we'll put the link at the top of the description in the next show that we have. And basically, you guys, YouTube takes about 30% of every super chat that we get. So
They're pimping us.
yeah,
Yeah, OnlyFans only takes 20%.
Exactly. So Streamlabs takes about 3%, guys. So we're going to post that in the next show. And we need you guys to definitely send all of your donations through there if you can.
Yes. Not only that, but you guys get it actually gets read out loud when you guys donate, and there's super cool features that happen when you donate on there as well. So it's a win-win overall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's let the ladies introduce themselves. We'll start off with you.
Can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
Sure. My name is Caroline. I'm from Russia. I'm 22 years old and I'm a physical therapist.
A physical therapist?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of clients in Miami, or you just moved here?
No, I live in Czech Republic actually.
Oh, you live in Czech?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so you're just here for vacation?
Yeah.
How long?
For 3 weeks.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, what about you? Go ahead.
My name is Liz. I'm 26 and I'm a manager of a pet salon and I own my own pet nanny business.
That's pretty cool.
So you just dog sit, or like cat sit, or whatever?
Dogs,
How's that work?
cats, rabbits.
Rabbits?
I just don't do snakes.
What's the weirdest animal that you've had?
The rabbit.
The rabbit?
It's mostly been dogs and cats.
Okay. Why not snakes?
They're pretty. I don't trust them.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you? Go ahead.
My name is Cortland, but you can call me Coco. I'm from Alabama. I am 27 years old, and I'm a medical student.
Alabama. I like the way you
I
said
heard
that.
the accent.
Yeah,
Can you say that again?
Alabama.
You changed it. You changed it, Corey.
But you said you're going to school for what, medical?
I'm a medical student.
So was it a doctor? That's what you want to be?
MD.
What type?
I'm not quite sure yet, but I do like neurology, the brain.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we'll
shout out to
see.
you.
Okay. Roll Tide?
Roll Tide.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay, what about you? Go ahead.
My name is Alessandra. You guys can call me Ale, and I'm a full-time college student. I'm Miami-Dade, and I also work at a nursing clinic.
What's your major?
Biology.
What do you want to do with it?
Dentistry.
Okay, shout out to you.
How old are you again?
I'm 18.
18. Okay, wow. What about you? Go ahead.
My name is Lillian. You can call me Lily. I'm 18 and I'm a nursing student.
Okay, 18. Shout out
Cool.
to you. Do you notice a lot of women always go towards like the medical field?
Yeah, I think it's
You
because
ever
they're
noticed that?
naturally, nurturers.
No, you've never noticed that?
Never noticed that.
Really?
How many guys are in your ladies? Like, are there a lot of guys in school with you, or is it
No.
mostly women?
Mostly women.
Okay.
Do you think that's? I mean, obviously it's by choice, right? But do you think it's like your parents are pushing you to go towards that field, or is it something that you actually want to do?
It has to be something that you like because
Yeah.
it's hard.
Okay.
So I don't think if like just the parents pushing you, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Okay. So is it fair to say that men go towards like the opposite type of jobs though? Like we go
More
towards like construction and
Yeah.
like money jobs. Is it
More
is it
hands-on,
yeah, is it fair to
heavy
say that?
lifting.
I think
I guess
before
so, yeah.
before like men used to be the ones more in the medical though, and now I feel like it's changing.
Why is
Really?
that?
I've never seen like any movies where like men are majority of the nurses or
No, nurses no, but doctors. it's
doctors.
usually
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
men.
but doctors make good money too, though. That's probably why. I just feel like whatever, like if you have, like let's say you had a whole bunch of jobs on this table, like I feel like most men would go towards like what makes the most money.
Mhm.
Like, wouldn't you agree that men typically don't really care to go into jobs like being teachers or social workers,
Mhm.
nurses? Like that's what women go into because you guys genuinely
Care.
care about helping other people.
Mhm.
Men typically don't go towards those jobs. We go towards what can make the most money, what can give me the most status. Does that make sense? Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Why do you think that is though? Do you think we're just wired that way or
I think it's actually like statistically proven, but
yeah? I mean you're into the brain, so
I
speaking to the mic, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I think men just, want to go into something where you don't have to work as hard, but you still make a lot of money. So anything that takes less work, I feel like, but they make a good amount of money.
Yeah.
I think that's where men tend.
So wait, you said less work?
Yeah.
In today's age or in general?
I think today's age in general, both.
And I would disagree with that one. I don't know if you guys would disagree with that one, but
Yeah.
I feel like most men actually don't mind doing the hard work. I mean, in today's age, maybe like in the major cities, like maybe like in Miami or something, where guys are just trying to like manage OnlyFans girls or something like that. But
Yeah,
But
but
aren't the girls doing majority of the work?
And OnlyFans?
what do you
Yeah.
mean? Is OnlyFans
Like-
really
like-
considered a job?
It pays.
Yeah, but like you laying
girls are
down,
making millions out here.
yeah, but you laying down and like playing with your dildo, is that really a job?
I mean, if it makes you money,
Well,
Like, is that really like
could be a
that-
job.
do you consider stripping a job?
I mean, I personally don't think that's a job, but I see that girls get paid for it.
Okay.
So that's job.
It's a job. They make
Yeah.
profit
Yeah, I
off
mean,
it.
you could.
Girls, don't you agree?
There's a girl on TikTok right now that literally like makes noises, and that's considered a job. Anything,
oh my god,
any,
yes.
anything
You
could
saw
be,
that?
anything could be
Yeah,
considered
but
a
what-
Goes on live.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, pizza, yeah, thank you, yeah, okay, yeah, daddy. Like it's weird, you know what I mean? Like that could be considered a job. Is that hard work? No, I don't think that's hard work.
Nah, I think that men tend to go after jobs that are definitely more hardworking. We tend to go like construction jobs and things where it's like using our hands, using our strength. Women don't typically want that shit, like
Correct.
most of the time.
So okay, so then why do you think women fight for the same pay if they don't want to do the same type of jobs?
Why do they fight for the same pay?
Yes, women want equal pay. Like women want to make the same as guys, but they don't want to do the same amount of work.
I think it sounds good to be able to say you get paid equally, but really women don't really want to do the jobs. Like they just want to know or feel like they're going to get paid the same, but they're not going to be an oil driller. Like they're not going to want to do those jobs. Like most women don't want to do that. I've never met a woman in my life that wanted to do sewage jobs, or I've never seen a female trash woman
Me
ever
neither.
in my life.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen a woman do like on a trash truck?
no.
Yeah.
So are you saying they can't do it though?
I'm saying they can do it, but they're not going to.
Okay.
Like
Do
the
you think-
majority.
Wait, are you saying that they can do it?
Yeah, I think women could do everything men could do.
Do you ladies agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think if
Most
you put
of
your
it.
mind to it, you can do
To
whatever
an
you.
extent, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then why?
Yeah.
So if you guys can do it, then why don't you do it?
Because we don't want
wanna
to.
do it.
Okay.
We
And
should
I,
start thinking about that.
but I agree with that. I'm saying you guys can do the same thing we can do, but you don't want to. Therefore, you guys don't deserve to make the same amount of money.
Fair.
Go ahead.
I think equal pay is for when it's like the same type of jobs. Like there's like doctors, like male doctors and then female doctors, and they don't get paid the same. That is like unequal. But obviously like a construction worker and a nurse, like there's a difference. They work in the like hot climate or cold. They do different things like.
And even as the female doctor, you have to work harder because a man's not going to give a girl anything in the world.
Yeah, a male doctor and a female doctor don't make the same, but they do the same thing.
Mm,
So I think
I would say
What do
a
you-
female doctor works harder.
I don't agree with that.
Wait,
What?
I'm sorry. What do you mean by they do the same
They don't
thing?
work harder.
Who?
Female doctors work harder than male doctors.
To get to that position, you know how, bro,
I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say
men don't give
Sorry,
women the
can you
fair
speak
chance in the world.
Okay.
Can you speak?
Come a little closer. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were saying as far as like female doctors just don't work as hard compared to like other jobs where
No,
men,
I'm just
right,
saying if you have
predominant.
two doctors in a hospital, one's a guy, one's a girl, right? One's a female, one's a male. I'm saying she's saying they do the same job.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
They do.
know. What do you mean by they do the same job? Are you saying like they do the same thing when they get the opportunity to do it? Is that what you're saying?
No. Like they're the same like medical position, but a male gets paid more.
What I'm saying is a male does more.
Oh.
Like you can, it's easy to say there's a female doctor and a male doctor and they do the same thing. That sounds nice because you would think that they would do the same thing. What I'm saying is the male doctor probably works more.
no, they don't.
You don't
We
think so?
all do the same.
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same thing.
Okay.
Like
So the female doctors work the same overtime. They do
Yes.
the same thing.
same
Really?
thing.
Yeah, and you're speaking for all female doctors.
Yeah, I'm speaking for all. Like it's just different according to what you want to go into. That's the only difference. But let's say I wanted to be a cardiologist and another man wanted to be a cardiologist. We would be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, but what if a woman? I still think by default women typically work less than
They do.
female doctor because let's say you got pregnant,
Mhm.
you have maternity leave. The guy doctor doesn't. I guess they give men maternity leave now, but it's not the same as women. So when
It's
by
not as long
default,
either. It's not
Wouldn't-
as long either.
yeah, wouldn't by default women?
But man,
Work
the
less.
woman is giving the birth.
Yeah.
It doesn't-
It takes work.
No, okay.
All the
but-
guy had to do was, insert himself. He doesn't. He's not really doing any work.
Okay, but still, like,
No.
Wouldn't y'all agree with me?
Yeah, 100%.
Wait, typically, okay.
what's going on?
Typically, what happens is,
I love that Basil's
I
on our
like
side
him.
tonight.
Yeah, I like him. I like
Yeah.
He's being real.
well, typically what happens is when a and it doesn't have to be necessarily a doctor. I'm saying in general, whether it be lawyers or whatever. If you put a guy and a woman doing the same type of jobs, women would typically be satisfied with just making enough money. But yes, and I'm saying overall, and the statistics support that. So what I'm saying is, in general, women will be okay with just making enough money to pay rent and live comfortably. But a guy will say, okay, well, if I put in an extra 20 hours, 30 hours of overtime this week, I can make this much more. Like we think logically, you guys think emotionally
I think it
for the most part.
depends.
Well, I mean,
What do you think it depends on?
Like the situation that you're in, maybe.
No,
Like-
what I'm saying. So she spoke for all female doctors, and I'm saying overall, if you put all male doctors and all female doctors, those male doctors are outworking female doctors.
But like, what makes you say that? I don't
The
get it.
numbers say that. That's it. You can pull that up if you want to, Curtis. The difference between male doctors and women doctors, maybe the amount of hours that they work.
Yeah, we got a super chat from David Jones says female doctors are usually in different specialities, right?
Yeah.
So they do not do the same thing as male doctors.
Yeah, that's.
So they got different
again,
specialties.
That I agree with that as well.
Wait,
In
Like,
my
can you-
experience, women are more careful, but men are trying to make more money.
Yes.
So they'll take the riskier option, which sometimes leads into more overtime
Yeah.
than a case a woman would have taken. And not that women work less or not
They
as
do work
hard.
less though.
They're more cautious of their decisions that they're making, of the cases they choose, because of maybe they have a family at home.
Exactly.
Something like that.
And who's more likely if you and your husband are both doctors,
Mhm.
who's more likely to want to spend time with their kids? You or your husband? Let's be honest. The woman or the male? Typically, it's always been that the male works longer, the male works harder. He'll come home late while you're at home. Maybe you already worked your shift, but now you're at home feeding the kids and getting them ready for bed. That's always how it's been. It's always been like that. And to this day, it's still like that. Like men are always out working women. Does that make sense? You don't like that.
I'm sorry.
Like, you don't like
Being in
that.
the
She's like,
field, it's just so hard for me to really understand where you're coming from,
Yeah.
because we're all there. Like, we're all working as hard. We're all sitting together, studying together, crying together,
Can I
doing
ask you a question?
everything we need to
are
do.
there
So,
more men or women in your class?
I would say men,
Okay.
in my opinion.
So there's more men, but why? Because of the type of specialty that you're going into. Like your field is mostly dominated by men. Now, if you go into a different type of doctor, that's probably there's more women in schools right now than there are men.
Mhm.
Like men are dropping out of college. Like they at this point they don't even care to go to college. So women are actually going into those fields more. But even the guys that are already in those fields, they're gonna outwork you because that's just the way it is, ladies. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry.
Like it
Sorry.
might be like that,
I
but
don't
I'm
agree.
talking about
Look,
like an hourly pay. Them doing the same thing, the male is still gonna get paid more.
What do you do for a living?
I just work at a nursing clinic.
Okay.
okay.
So let's say I worked at a nursing clinic.
Mhm.
First of all, I wouldn't want to work there. This is the difference between men and women. Like you probably like working there because you're taking care of people. I don't really want to take care of people,
I
right?
mean, I'm like front desk, but
Okay, cool. Well, just in general, let's say I was a front desk person as well. I would be more willing to outwork you. Like it's just, especially something that easy. I could literally do it and be on my phone at the same time. You know what I mean? Like if I really wanted to. I feel like when it comes to women, you guys care about more of like your social life. You know, you guys care about family more. You guys care more about your relationships. Men typically don't. We put that on a back burner. Like that's not our priority.
that's
Does
so
that make
bad.
sense?
Like
It's not bad. It's just the way men are. It's just we're different. Like I used to hire women for I work for an entertainment company, and almost all the women I hired, most of them quit or they were like, this is too stressful. Like a lot of women get in their feelings. Oh, I'm having my lady problems. Like
Mhm.
we can't use that excuse as guys.
Mm-mm.
We can never say we're having male problems. They would laugh at us
Yeah.
and we would probably get fired.
Yeah.
She's over there laughing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But let me ask you something. You said that's bad, right?
I mean, I think
Okay. So how is it bad? Because as men, like as a man and as a woman, we get judged differently in society.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you get judged by how good of a sister you are, how good of a daughter you are, how good of a mother you'll be. I typically don't get judged by that. I get judged by
How hard you work.
how hard do I work, right?
How much money
How
you
much
bring
money do I
home.
have? Am I something in my profession, or am I just a regular worker? Like that's what I get. So therefore, men are gonna want to work harder and longer
Understandable.
because we get defined by that. You guys don't have to work longer and harder because you guys don't get defined by that. You can go home and be a good mother, and at the end of the day, that's really what you'll care about. Most, or at least most women. I don't know about today's age, but most women, that's what they would care about. They didn't care about, having 6 degrees. At the end of their life, when they were dying, they cared about how many grandkids do I have? Are my kids good? Right? Like men cared about all the other stuff. Typically, men care about family, like when we're dying, which kind of sucks, but it is the way it is because for us, we get defined by did you take care of your family? Right, which in order to take care of a family, you have to outwork everyone. You have to work hard. Sometimes you got to get 2 jobs in today's age, but that's just the way that it is.
It's
Okay.
the same thing. It's how men care for their family. It's like, did I provide enough for my family? Am I making enough money to support my wife and my kids? But it's the same thing. Like men still care about family, but it's in their own way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Yeah. Can you scoot your chair down a little bit, please? I think it's on the right hand side right there. Okay, cool. Ladies, I have a question for you. Okay. Is this true or false? Okay, this is a true or false question. I'll go around the table. Women want marriages, but they don't want to be wives or mothers. Is that true or false?
That's false.
That's false. Okay. Is it true or false?
In today's age, I think more people just want the marriage.
The
than
marriage.
The family.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
I think that's false.
You think that's
Today's
false?
age is true, but
Oh no, no. You have to give me one or the other.
Oh.
And so in
well,
today's
are you talking about today's age?
yes,
Oh, then
because
true.
because we live in today's age.
Oh, true.
Like I can't talk about our grandparents or great grandparents because that was before our time. But so in today's age, it's true.
True.
True. And you said false, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Is it true or false?
I think true.
You think it's true? Okay. What about you?
I
True or
think it's
false?
false.
You think it's false? Okay. So since you ladies said it was false, can you tell me why you think it's false?
You said what?
I said true or false. In today's age, women want marriages, but they don't want to be wives or mothers.
I say false, but I think it depends.
No. What do you mean? You're contradicting yourself.
You said the question was in today's age, people want marriage, but not the kids or the
Or to be a wife.
Yeah,
Correct.
But I mean, as it depends, as in like, you're a person who just doesn't want to have kids. Like, you still want the marriage, you love your partner, but you're just not the person who wants to have kids.
Yeah, but also they don't want to be wives. It's not just about having kids. They also don't want to be wives.
When he says they don't want to be wives, what he's meaning is like they don't want to do wifely duties. They don't want to cook.
like
They
the
don't want to
wife
clean.
work, the
They just want the
housework.
ring. They just
Yes.
want to say I'm married,
So they want the ceremony.
and that's it.
They want to be able to walk down the aisle. They want the people to see them. They want the party. They want the money to spend.
Right.
But then once that's over, they don't want to act like a wife. They still want to do whatever they want to do.
Go out with the friends, party.
They don't care about
Well,
families.
what's wrong with that? Why can't they go out and party?
Mhm.
And honestly, I think it's true. I think it's just because guys aren't like, producing enough for women to, play that role. They want to be wives and have those men children.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong? Are you?
Why can't they go out? Is it a problem if you go out to the
They
club?
can.
No.
They can.
You could go out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are all agreeing with him.
Yeah.
Ladies, I want to ask a
I mean,
question.
we can
I'm
go
not-
out, but
Like, why can't she go out with her friends, have a fun time, and then come back home and still take care of the house?
Right.
You can.
Because you're my wife.
Oh no.
And
What do you mean, and?
What
I
if
can
it's
go
just
out
like
with my friends.
No.
No, you can't. Why would you want to? I mean, sometime, but like, why would you want to go out if we have kids? You want to go out and party
Like
with
every
your friends?
day. No,
No.
like this.
Like occasionally, like
Occasionally, yeah.
Like a girl's
kids
night
are
out.
stressful. Sometimes we need a break.
of course we do.
Look, I used to live with my sister, and she has 4 kids. And when I tell you, I would watch them so that they could get away. When they would come back, I could not wait. 4 kids is a lot.
Yeah. Well, whose fault is it that they had 4 kids? That's your sister's
Them,
fault.
yeah.
but in general, and I'm not saying that women don't deserve breaks. I think they do deserve breaks. But I wouldn't. If you were my wife, you wouldn't be able to just go out with your friends.
Wait,
my
so if
best
it,
friend is having birthday party, I can go for the birthday party.
At all?
What do you mean?
why can't she go?
Like,
No.
What happened if
Is
she
she
wants to go to a
single?
concert with her friends?
No,
Like,
I
why
mean,
can't she go?
sorry, I mean, clubbing every weekend is wrong in my opinion. But, like,
Mhm.
occasionally go to the party, like with my friends. I think it's like normal. It's
Okay,
like-
so if you're my wife and you go to a party with your friends, and a guy ends up touching your ass, how do you think I'm gonna feel about that?
but it's wrong. Like,
Honestly, that's
I'm not.
different.
But that's out of
But that's the
control.
situation that you're putting yourself into,
No.
though.
Ladies, when you go somewhere, you're putting yourself in a position where you're where it's out of your control. Another example would be, let's say you ladies go to the club, and we're married, and you go to your friends are single, and there's 3 of you and 3 guys, and they say, hey, let's go in the VIP. You're gonna go with your girlfriend to the VIP. Ladies always try to lie and say, no, I wouldn't. No, if you have 2 single friends and you're the one that has a boyfriend and you're married, and there are 3 guys come up and say, hey, come drink with us, you're gonna go.
Why
So
can't she
even
go?
if you hold on, I'll explain. She can go if she wants to go, but that's the thing. That's not gonna be my girlfriend because I don't want my girlfriend in a situation where there's a bunch of guys talking to her.
Why are you insecure?
No, I'm not insecure. There's no
Doesn't
reason.
that sound like he's insecure?
No.
No.
That doesn't sound like he's insecure.
if you don't trust your partner, you don't have to marry her.
It's
Exactly,
not,
right?
it's, No,
That's
it's
what-
not about trust. It's you're putting yourself in a situation where you're allowing another male to think it's okay to hit on you. Because you are married. There's 3 of them, 3 of you. They're going to assume y'all are going to end up pairing off at the end of the night. And why would you put yourself in that?
But if the girl turns the
I
guy
agree.
down, why does it matter?
Yeah, because what if the guy's aggressive, right? What if that guy has had one too many drinks?
That's what I'm
So it's like
saying.
alcohol makes people crazy.
Right? What if that guy starts to grab your arm and get close to you and you're trying to get away?
Ladies,
What if
She
you,
has to control herself.
yeah, but
Bro,
what
She
do
don't
you?
have to drink too much.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying what if
The
the
guy.
guy is intoxicated?
Not yet.
You can't control the guy that's trying to talk to you.
Right.
You can't control his emotions and the way he's gonna act when you reject him. There's literally girls in today's age that when a guy comes up and gives and asks for their number, they actually give their real number because they're scared that guy may actually act some type of way if they give the wrong number. Like that's an actual thing.
So,
Ladies-
is it the guy's fault?
It's her fault because she left our house. She
Okay,
went to
but
a party with her friends.
why can't you
Okay,
go with
so
her?
you can go with
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Yeah,
Can I go with you?
yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't mind going with you, but
But
what if I decide that
I'm not
hey,
going with
what if I decide I'm working that day and I can't go to the party with you?
you wouldn't let her go out at all.
Nah, she would have to stay home with me.
Red flag.
So are you allowed to go out? Is that what you're saying?
I
Like, can the husband go out?
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
Every night.
Okay, nice.
That's
Every
wild.
single night. I'm partying every night.
Wow.
That's
No.
crazy.
So you really think men have more self-control than women?
No. So who's more likely to get hit on, me or her when we go out?
Her.
We're ma- we're-
Her, but then it's more likely to
The
pursue
married husband
another
is not
woman.
going out.
We're married, right? Who's gonna get hit if I go out by myself and she goes out by herself? Who's gonna get hit on more?
I mean, women
Yeah.
are pretty bold.
Yeah.
Speaking to the mic, please. Women are pretty bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can control a woman trying to hit on me.
No,
She's not gonna grab my dick and I'm
You never know.
I'm gonna be
You
helping-
know that.
I'm not gonna be
you
helpless
don't
about
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
I can as a man I could easily just move her out the way or
You
do
can
what I
get
have-
drunk and not realize what she's doing. To
Yeah.
or what
I'm
if
not,
or what
I'm
you're
not gonna
saying.
get drunk. I'm not gonna get
How
drunk.
I know?
Okay.
Why not?
How I know?
Well,
Maybe someone will
Because
drug
we got
you.
married. You know I don't
Someone
drink.
will drug you, put something in your drink.
Someone would drug me.
Yeah.
What are the
You would get
chances?
drunk. The guy would try to drug y'all first before a girl would try to drug
Yeah,
us. Let's
women-
be honest.
Women typically don't drug men. Let's be honest. Okay.
Ladies, how many of your friends have you went out with that you know has cheated? Be honest. I'm not asking you, but if
We're not
any of you
gonna
went
be
out with your
honest.
friends and then you're like,
Guy friends, yes.
guy? I'm talking about
friends,
girlfriends.
Mm-mm.
Girlfriends.
They're not gonna be
No.
honest.
Yeah, y'all
No,
capping.
I'm being so honest.
So
You've never been out with any of your girlfriends and you've seen her give her number or do anything where she's
No.
Yeah.
No.
y'all are all fucking lying.
Girls usually
People-
control themselves better, right?
No, people I'm not friends with anymore, I've seen do that.
okay. So we got one honest.
One
person on the panel.
honest
I've
girl.
seen, also seen that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we
See?
got two honest girls on the panel. What about you?
Boys,
Okay.
yes.
My friends,
Mhm.
I don't have any girlfriends, so I would say no.
That's
But
good.
I'm not saying that they don't do that.
Yeah,
So
But just because the friends do it, why does that mean like they'll do it?
yeah,
because women are easily
pressure.
influenced. Peer
I'm just
pressure.
making a point that
Everybody's different. You can say that.
I'm making a point that girls do
Cortland.
go out.
Come on.
How long?
you're just acting like men are just these
Yeah, we're
angels
perfect.
and just. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not saying men are angels.
Because y'all
I
haven't
am.
heard a bad thing yet.
I am. I'm saying we're angels.
Confused.
I'm
I'm not
not.
saying anything wrong.
I'm not saying men are angels. I'm just saying if you put us in the same circumstances, men are more likely to handle those situations differently.
I don't know.
Worse.
And there's
I think
Worse.
How-
What?
I'm sorry. How much do you weigh?
50 kilos.
Okay.
Which is like 100 pounds.
Right. So what are you gonna do against a guy that's 180, 200 pounds?
I have a pepper spray.
And he, oh yeah, I love when women answer like that. I have pepper spray because you have to reach into your purse for the pepper spray. Like this guy's already grabbed you by the arms. Now this guy, remember we're married, so now this guy's got you in his face. You can't do anything about it. You did all that because you wanted to go out with your friends. Your friends, by the way, are in the corner with another dude. Sometimes they leave you there.
But then that's my
you
problem.
have to go
like-
with me and protect me.
No, I told you I had to work that night, so
Okay, we can
you should have
go
stayed
next
home.
day. We can go next day.
Well,
What's the
yeah,
problem?
we can always reschedule. We could do that, but you can't leave without me.
I will not.
She
If you
said.
disagree, I will not.
No,
I
I
will not
agree.
go against you.
Oh, I like that. Okay, cool. I like that. We could.
No, like, do you agree with that? That sounds
No.
crazy, right? Like, why can't women do what they want, even if they're in a
If
relationship?
I want to go out with my best friends
You should
alone,
be able to go out, right?
I will go out with my best friends alone. Like,
And you'll be single.
okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
Now you just ruined your whole relationship because you wanted to go out with your friends.
Yeah.
Wait. Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Does it depend on the scenario? Like, I get like the club, but like if just her and her friends wanted to go,
No,
like
no,
to
that
dinner.
depends. Like if she's going out with like her friends at like a friend's house,
Like to a brunch.
and I
or
know
brunch,
it's just
yeah.
all girls, that's different.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
If she's gonna go
You should have
to,
But
clarified.
you mean clubbing
yeah,
and
but
partying?
but let's
okay.
be honest, most women want to go out to parties.
If
most
I'm
women wanna
married
go out to-
and my husband really doesn't want me to go to a club, like I'll respect that because
Yeah.
in today's
Yeah.
world, literally anything can happen to me. So okay, that's different.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to get
Right.
brunch and it's like all girls, cool. Like
The club.
I get it.
No.
You
Yeah,
can't
but
go
if
to
you're going
brunch.
to a bar, a club, or any parties,
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
okay, cool. See, I'm not that crazy.
Okay, no, I thought you
Corey
were.
just don't like me.
Saying-
she just don't like me.
But that doesn't mean you can go
Why
without
not?
me. That's the part I'm not
Oh, no, pause.
understanding.
You don't trust us? We
No,
can go out.
absolutely
without
not. No.
My thing
So
is,
if I stay home, you stay home.
but we're not. So that's not how it
It's
works.
50-50.
That's like-
It's supposed to be equal.
No, but it's
Yeah,
not.
like-
It's not equal. Though.
If we're in a relationship, it's supposed to be 50-50, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so if you ever get married, let's say you get
Mhm.
married, are you gonna pay 50% of the bills?
You pay 50.
Hell no.
You're not gonna pay 50% of the bills.
You know, I
Oh, okay. You know what?
That's a man's role, right? Like he
Yeah,
should be doing
personally,
that.
I believe in the man paying, but that doesn't mean I won't ever do it. But no, majority of the time, I think.
Well, by default, then that we're not equal. If the man is gonna take more of the responsibilities, then we're not equal.
Well,
You can't sit here and tell me that I gotta abide by the same rules you have to abide by. Now, here's the difference between me. I'm grown enough now to where I understand I don't want to go anywhere without my girl, anyways. But if I did want to go, it's not the same thing. Like I can go to a bar by myself. Let's say me and my girl got into a disagreement. Okay, cool. If I want to go to the bar and get a drink, I can do that.
But why would you
If-
do that?
Why would I do? I'm just saying, like I'm a man. I'm gonna go to the bar. There's the chances of me getting hit on, or the chances of a girl trying to take advantage of me, or trying to put a pill in my
But what
drink.
about you? What's the chances of if you got in a fight with your wife, you decided to go to the bar, you have one drink, no
Mhm.
one just has one drink, you have a couple drinks,
Not me,
and then
but yeah.
you see another woman and temptations are there.
Mhm.
You're mad at
That's a
your
good
wife.
point. That's a good point.
You think, oh, I'm just going to talk to her. Nothing's going to happen.
Mhm.
And one thing leads to another. And then
Oh, so you
That's when
think you think so?
Instagrams
You
get exchanged,
Yeah.
phone numbers
Exactly.
get exchanged, and then
And that's cheating.
sneaky
that is cheating.
chats happen.
I will agree to that. That's cheating. But what are the chances of that happening? Let's be honest.
very, very,
Very-
high,
yeah.
especially after a fight.
yeah.
You're laughing because you know it's true.
No, I'm laughing because you guys think that guys are just getting hit on like that.
And we
It's-
get sex.
No, but
and-
you're not understanding what I'm saying. A guy, you could talk to the woman. I don't know. I don't.
okay, so I talked to her. I got her Instagram.
Yeah.
And how hard is it for guys to have sex with a woman after that? Is it easy? Do you think we're gonna have a one night stand with that girl?
You could.
I mean, it
I
depends
mean,
on the girl.
that's hard to
I
do,
think-
ladies. That's hard to do.
But isn't the intention cheating?
I would. That's why I said I will agree to that. That's cheating. Yeah, if
That's
if I'm married, yeah, that's cheating. I shouldn't, because the same thing I wouldn't want her to do, I wouldn't want to do to her. So I will agree to that. I just don't like the whole like statement that we're equal. We're not equal. Men and women are not equal. Men are better than women.
Whoa, that's a crazy statement.
I agree.
I think that's the wrong word.
Red flag. Red flag.
In our own way, right? In our own way.
No.
Like women are
No.
Women,
no,
the
No.
things we
No,
have
like,
to deal
what-
with and
no.
go through.
no. Women are
No.
better at certain things, but who should lead the relationship?
The man.
The man should lead the relationship. Does
That
everyone
doesn't
agree?
mean that doesn't make you better. That's just like a standard.
wait, hold on. That doesn't make us better. That's a standard.
So if-
Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
That doesn't make you better than me because
All right. Well, how about this? If I lead the relationship, I can tell you to stay home, but I can go out since I'm the leader.
No.
Yes.
Why? That's going with what
no,
she
that's
says.
controlling.
That's not controlling.
That sounds a little controlling.
No, it's not.
Because if you can go out, but I can't go out,
But I'm the leader, though. So if I lead and I'm the boss, I gotta.
That sounds
that's
like-
what you're gonna say.
Doesn't that sound like a little hypocritical?
Yeah.
Though?
I mean, but without
No.
your wife and your family, you have nothing to lead. So shouldn't you respect that?
I am respecting.
That
it
sounds like
by-
a double standard. See,
Look, if I say
that
I can
sounds like
go
you don't
out,
respect your wife.
But what do you think the definition is of a leader when we say that
the definition of a leader.
Good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, for
as
sure.
a man?
As a man, we're supposed to lead the relationship, meaning we take care of the household or the funds of the household. We lead you. We're there for you emotionally, and we navigate where we're going in our relationship. So, like for example, if I say I'm moving to California because I got a better job, let's say you're a nurse and you're doing what you're doing. By default, I should get the last say of what we're going to do. And
Agreed.
if my wife keeps saying no, like then there's a problem there because I'm the leader.
I agree with that.
Do you think if you were making good money or you had a bunch of friends here in Miami and I said we got to go to California, I'm not expecting you to give me a bunch of backlash.
I mean, if you're making more money than me, yes. But if I'm making the same or more, then no.
Okay, that's a problem.
That's a
That's
problem.
not a problem.
That is a problem.
That means I'm not leading then.
Why is that a problem?
Well, yeah.
Like,
I'm saying
why would
if
you
you-
put your priorities over her priorities if she's making more money?
No,
If
what I'm
she's-
saying is if what she just said, it's a problem if she's making more. You guys hear that? If she's making more money than me, she's not going to listen to me. That's basically what
I'm
you're saying.
not saying I'm not going to listen, but I'm not just going to pick up and go. Like we can talk about it.
That's a problem.
See, and that's the problem when women
You don't
make
respect me.
make equal
I'm serious.
or more money than men.
They take more like power
they
control.
take that.
Yeah.
They take that.
But that's
Listen,
good.
But
No,
that's
it's not.
just what- no, but that's just what he just said not too long ago. He said, if I'm taking care of the household and I'm paying all the funds, then if I tell you not to go out, you don't go out. Or like if I choose to go to California, you're supposed to come with me.
Yeah.
So if the roles are reversed and I'm doing that,
Mhm.
you're saying I can't take control and say, oh, well, if I choose to go to California, I can't say like you need to come with me.
Logically, I see your point. You're making more
I'm
money.
confused.
No, I get what you're saying. Remember, he said that, and I agree with him though. I do.
I'll elaborate.
Yeah, and I'll let him elaborate. What I'm saying is, when women lead stuff, it's never successful.
What?
Like, tell me one thing that women lead in that's successful.
A family?
No.
The guy's supposed to lead the family.
We just spoke about the guy being the leader of the family.
I don't really agree with
So
that.
you think that
I
when
don't really
women
agree
lead
with that.
families, they're more successful? The statistics
Yes.
actually show otherwise.
I mean,
Especially when you have single mothers. Like, if we want to get into the numbers, single mothers are the reason why we have so many OnlyFans girls out here, and the reason why men are out here shooting schools and in prison.
But that's the man's fault. Where's he at?
I mean,
The mother's at home with the child.
Well, it's not
wasn't the
necessarily
father's fault.
It's not necessarily the man's fault, because when a woman and a man break up, the women almost always got sole custody, and so you have the government literally giving the kids to the mother, and that's assuming that mothers are always the best parent, and that's not necessarily the case.
But if you
And
don't fight
it's-
for custody, does that mean you care about the child?
No,
that
no,
much?
you can't go there. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay, I have 2 kids,
Mhm.
and I fought for custody, and I'm a good father, and I'm telling you, it's an uphill battle for men. Like, you can't go to court and be like, I'm a good father, I'm gonna take care of my kids, please let me have my kids. That's not how it works. They assume that's the mother, they're closer to the mother,
Yeah.
the mother's gonna love them more, but that's not necessarily how it always works out.
It's just
Okay.
for the statistics. Like, women mostly get the custody. Like, my mom got custody of me and my sister, and it's because the women are portrayed to be able to be that caring, nurturing more than the man, because you guys are supposed to always be at work. So if you're always at work, who's home with the kids?
Mhm.
Right.
The mom's home with the kids. So
Right.
if you're at work and the kids are in your custody, who's at home with them?
Correct. But it's not even just about that. Like, if you put a single mom and a single dad together, right? Or I'm sorry, not together, apart,
Mhm.
and they both do the same thing. They both go to work 8 hours a day,
Custody should be split in half.
right? But what I'm saying is, just the fact that the father is present will have his kids acting a little bit more strict, a little bit better, because they understand my dad will whip my ass if he understands I did this, or if I skipped school, or I smoked weed. Now, when it comes to the mother, the kids are more likely to do drugs and skip school, because they're like, my mom's working. She might say something if she finds out. And even if she yells at me, so what?
She ain't gonna do shit.
So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, especially with
Right.
boys, ladies, when they hit about 15,
Mhm.
16, when they know they're like little,
Oh, yeah.
getting some muscles, like, I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
she says. Like, it's just by default how it happens.
Yeah.
I agree.
We've had grown women come on here, 36, 37, 38-year-olds, literally saying, like, my kid's 14. He could whoop my ass right now if he wanted to. Now, a 37, 38-year-old man would not say the same thing.
Right.
He would say, my kid's 14, I'd mop the floor with him right now
Yeah,
if he
his ass.
disrespected me. Right? So that's the difference between men and women. And just in general, like,
Ladies, how many of
let's
y'all
not go
want
there.
kids? Just to show hands. Who wants to have kids?
Everybody wants kids? Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a different panel today. Most women don't want kids.
Yeah, then we do one the other
Yeah.
day where they didn't want kids.
Yeah, we had a
Uh,
panel where they didn't really want kids.
Nope.
So
I want just one.
Were
Have
they
kids
young
with a
though?
kid.
you want just one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
They were young though, right?
They were about your age.
Yeah.
Yeah, same age. Yeah. The thing is, you have society and social media that just pushes the fact that you don't really need kids. That's what they're pushing in today's age. So
I mean,
I agree.
I don't think it's a need. It's a want. Like, a kid is a big responsibility.
There used to be a time in
I mean, yeah, before
society where women would not be saying, I'm gonna freeze my eggs or get a surrogate mother. Or,
yes,
like, women default to that now. Like,
correct.
I'll just wait till I'm like 35 or 40 and I'll just like, and if you want to do that, you can do it that way. But most women wanted their own birth. They thought that was beautiful. But now women are like, I don't care. I'll just get the baby can be, birthed by some other woman. That's
Yeah.
just weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen women say, "Yeah, another woman can have my kid."
Yes.
Like that's so weird. That's a new thing, right? Because I'm a little bit older. I'm in my 30s. That's your generation. Your generation is cool with having another person birth your kid. I'm good off that. Like, I don't want a sperm donor. I want my kids to be my kids.
Well, I don't think most of the time they want that. I think they have no choice.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that is true.
What's the
Some women
Sometimes,
cannot.
Sometimes.
okay?
get
And I'm
pregnant.
glad you said that. You said some women can get pregnant. Do you know the percentage? Because it's not that much.
That
when you-
can't.
Yes.
Can
What I'm
I-
saying in general, when you compare them to the general population of women that can get pregnant, what I'm saying is that number is very small. As a matter of fact, Curtis, can you look that up for me, please?
Yep.
So what I'm saying is it's not like the numbers have changed. The numbers are pretty much the same. It's just more women in today's age just don't want to have kids.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought I was more explaining like surrogacy and the other routes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a choice most of the time. Like
Well, I get what you're saying. What you're saying is for the women that can't have kids, that's what they want to go to. What I'm saying is you have more and more women today that come on this show. This is episode 183. We've had hundreds, thousands probably at this point of women to come on here, and they say, and I tell them the best time to have a kid is when you're young in your 20s. And they're like, oh no, I can have a kid at 35, 40. And I'm like, yes, you can have a baby, but the probability of it being a healthy baby is probably not a good, it's not a good chance. And they're like, oh, well, then I'll just have someone else have a baby for me. And I'm just like, but see, that's when they get into all of that. So I don't agree
but
with
they're
that.
still considering, like you said, because you said the older you get, it's more likely for your child to have defects. That's true. But if they get that age and they're just more, I don't think it's like, oh, well, whatever. I think it's just more of like they're thinking of the child. Like, do I really want to be the one, the cause of this child having? I think it's more of a
I understand
fear
what
thing.
you're saying.
I don't think it's more of just like.
So you think it's selfless
to
do that?
I think it can be.
I think
it depends on the situation.
Mhm.
Like I feel I want kids, but right now I'm not financially stable to have kids,
Okay.
and it's not fair for me to bring a child into this world.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Okay. Now I'm glad you said that because I see what you're saying. Like it's selfless to want to have your own kid at 40 and to give it a good chance of being healthy. You want someone else to have your baby. What I'm saying is it's selfish for you to spend your 20s and your 30s partying, clubbing, having sex with random people, wasting your time when you could have had a healthy baby and you chose to have hot girl summers instead. And now you're having someone else have your baby because you didn't do the right thing.
Or I think they probably wanted a different life, like to have kids by then, but you have to be, well, I personally believe you need to be married first. That's the goal.
And it's
So
really
what
hard
if-
to find good men
Yeah,
nowadays.
Yeah, there's a lot of
like you guys
It's
said
easy,
earlier,
just-
guys now that there are guys that literally on TikTok like this and they make millions. Like that's not work.
There's a few guys that do that. Majority of
crazy.
women do that.
Yeah.
But there are a few guys who do that. And instead of being a real man and providing, because those guys that do that, am I allowed to say bitch on here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, they're
Yeah.
bitches. Like they're straight bitches. They're not supplying for the family. They're not providing for the family. So
Feminine.
why is a female gonna want that kind of man? They're not. And there's whether they're on TikTok or whatever, there's a lot of bitch males out there now.
It's just a
This
high
thing-
percentage
yeah.
of
we got
guys like that.
we got statistics from
Go
the
ahead, bro.
National Health
Pull 'em
Statistics-
up. Go ahead.
Yeah. They read out that 56.7% of women and 48.8% of men ages 15 through 49 have never had a child, and that's in the ranges from 2015 through 2019. And right now, 3.2% of women age 15 to 24 and 84.3% of men of the ages 40 through 49 have ever had biological child.
Yeah, but I was looking at the number of women that couldn't have babies.
Yeah, look
You
up.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like women that just biologically like
Yeah,
couldn't have
what's the percentage
babies.
of women?
Yeah.
It's 13.2.
13.2.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's,
it's
okay.
it's small.
So 13.2 out of 100. That's a small
It's a minority.
minority, right? Okay. And one of you guys said something before he started reading that. Fuck, I wanted to touch on that a little bit. You were saying that okay, cool. You were saying that there's not too many good men out there. All of you ladies are wrong if you think that. There's a shit ton of good men out there.
I think
I'm not
there
saying
is,
that there's
but you
not
have
good
to
men
find
out
them.
there, but they're very hard to
To
find.
find.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Do you think there's more good men out there than there are bad men out there?
Feminine.
Feminine.
Yeah,
And I'm not
Having
talking about
feminine.
feminine because I hate to say it, you can have a feminine good guy. But I'm
Yeah.
saying in general, good guy. I'm saying good guys that are willing to take care of you the way you want to be taken care of, aren't going to cheat on you. Do you think
That's
there's
hard to find.
okay? So you think it's harder to find that than it is, I guess, to find a bad guy, correct? Everybody's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, guys
They
are
get
dogs nowadays.
Especially
Yeah, but
like,
I also think it
younger.
reflects on you too, like on us women too, because we're only going to attract what we put off. So like if we're putting off bad energy or hoe energy, like
Mhm.
that's what we're going to attract. But
Okay.
if we put off that serious family oriented, those kind of men who want that are going to, we're going to run into them.
Okay, so 1 in 3. So in the entire population of men, right? 1 in 3 guys either hasn't had sex in a year or is a virgin. 1 in 3. So there's a shit ton of good guys out there that are either virgins or haven't had sex in a year. The problem is, it goes back to what she was saying. If you guys are talking to 10 guys and they're all dogs, then what do you think you're going to end up with? The problem is that you ladies aren't paying attention to the guy that works at Taco Bell and does a drive-through.
Let's just be honest, ladies. You guys like guys that treat you bad. You don't like the good guys.
That's true.
No.
But
You don't like him at first. You like him later. You don't like him right away. He's cool to be my friend. Y'all all have friend zone guys.
yeah, but
I can tell you got a lot of friend zone guys. Look at her face.
No. I think that.
But look, it's not just about that. It's about the fact that the good guys out there, you guys aren't paying attention to them.
That's not true.
You don't
It
care
is
about
true.
it.
No.
Because here's the thing. We're all normal people here, so we get attracted by what we see first. The person has to be physically attractive for us to want to talk to them first, right? And most attractive people, I hate to say it, they probably have a whole bunch of people that are interested in them, right?
Mhm.
As a woman getting older, she wants a good guy. You know.
Yeah,
and
that you know what's crazy? When women hit like 30, 35, all of a sudden you guys don't give a fuck about looks. All of a sudden you guys your standards get lower. And now you're like, you know what? I will talk to the guy that doesn't look cute, but he's actually super, super fucking nice, right? The thing is, you've already been ran through by that point. You probably have like 50. You probably already have like 50 bodies, 60 bodies.
What's wrong with them having 50 bodies?
Well, because I wouldn't want to marry a woman that has 60 bodies because she's been ran through.
But why does their past matter?
Because her past is a huge indicator of
Do
the
y'all
future.
think? Do you think
Ladies,
your
does your
past
past
doesn't
matter?
matter?
No.
Yeah, your past doesn't matter, right?
No.
Ladies,
Yes and no.
your
Yes,
past.
you can't say yes and no, Dan.
I think it factors in. I don't think it's the most important thing, but I do think it's a factor.
Do you consider yourself a pretty woman? Attractive?
No, I would give myself a 5. Like
You're a 5 out of what, 10?
Yeah.
So
Don't
average.
say that. No.
Average, yeah.
No.
What would you rate her?
She's a 10, right?
Okay. Okay.
All of y'all are 10.
So-
Y'all capping, but thank you.
Okay.
No.
So you're pretty attractive, right? But if you had 60 bodies, you'd be a turnoff for me.
Yeah, it's like a 2. Like
Yeah, you'd be a turnoff because I'd ask myself, why did you get ran through by 60 dudes? Nobody wanted to commit to you.
But that means she'll be experienced. She'll be able to take care of you better.
She'll be a side chick. Because the thing is, I don't want to invest my time and energy.
But does the guy's past matter?
Absolutely not.
See,
What?
Red flag.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean?
That's a double
It doesn't.
standard. Like, why?
yeah, like
How you-
Absolutely not.
God, ladies, imagine you're in a bed with a guy and he doesn't know what he's doing. He's like, "Can I touch you here?" That would turn you got.
Yeah,
It would dry
absolutely.
up like a fucking desert. Let's be honest.
That's
Yeah.
insecure.
You would not like that.
Yeah, he sounds insecure,
I-
right?
Would that? No, it's not insecure.
no, he's totally
Insecure.
right.
I would.
You want a guy that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing in bed?
I wouldn't care.
He's got to have a lot.
The girls could teach the guys, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like, y'all,
Yeah.
y'all
That's
know what
just
y'all
like
want.
a
Why
moment,
can't you teach
I
the
guess,
guy?
between you two, you would have. I mean,
No, you'd be turned off. You want a
No,
guy that's
I
gonna
wouldn't.
dominate you. You don't want to dominate a guy. You definitely don't want to teach a guy how to dominate you
I would.
either.
It's not a deal breaker for me.
It's not a deal breaker, but it's not something that's preferred.
It's not optimal.
Yeah.
It's not your first choice.
The reverse roles. Why is it bad that the girl knows some tricks to please you?
because I didn't get to teach her that. She learned that from somebody else.
That's
So
not
what? Now
bad,
she's
though.
now
That's
she's kind
look,
she bringing it to you. You
it-
sound a little insecure.
It's kind of like this, right? I've always told my girlfriend that I didn't want to go eat somewhere where she's been with someone else. And a lot of girls can be like, "Oh, that's insecure," and I'm like, "No, listen. I want to teach you new experiences. I want to take you skydiving. I want to take you jet skiing. I want to do that because it's special to me if we do it together. If you've done all that shit before, I don't care. It's not. If I take you on a fucking Lamborghini and you're like, "Oh yeah, like my ex had one," I don't give a fuck. Like I worked hard to get this shit. All you had to do was just live to get into a fucking Lamborghini with another dude. Like it doesn't mean I want a girl that's never been there. I want to be with a girl that's never done those things. I don't want to be with a girl that's like, yeah, I've been in every car, I've been to every club, I fucked every guy. That shit's a huge turnoff for me. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, ladies, if you've been on yachts, private jets, just don't tell the guy. Just lie. Just don't say. I don't say just lie. Just don't say it. Because our ego. We can't.
Yeah. Well, I'm
So
gonna
wait, are
say-
you basically saying you would prefer us to lie to you?
Yeah.
No, don't say it at all. So there's lying.
What
They're
if you
saying
ask?
it,
So
not
don't
saying
think the
it.
truth.
No, if I ask you,
How about this? Don't lie. Just don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't do it.
Get on a
what if
yacht.
she's already did
They-
it? Though?
they-
I mean, like,
Well-
what if we were young and like it?
Why do you think
it's
that
like an
guys?
experience.
Hold on, we'll get to the super chats in a second, man. Shout out to my boy David.
Yep.
Why do you think that guys covet virgins so much? Why? Why do you think that guys want virgins so much? Like, why do you roll your eyes like that? why do men value virginity so much?
It's probably because they're insecure and they don't think they can do a good enough job.
No, because it's
That's what it sounds like.
because that girl valued herself enough not to give herself to 60 dudes, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden in today's age, self-respect for women doesn't exist.
So don't give
It used to
yourself
be.
a
It used.
60
Hold on.
woman.
It used to be a time where back in the day, where if you were fucking 60 guys, you were literally shamed and called a whore.
You would have to wear a red A on.
In today's age, you can go on TikTok and be like, "I fucked 60 guys last year," and people are like clapping for that. So
because it's her choice.
it's crazy because all you ladies are pro women, but you'll sit here and say, "Yeah, we can be sluts, we can do whatever we
I did
want."
not say that.
No, well, I'm in general. I'm speaking in general. Okay.
Okay.
Most women,
That's very clear.
most women would sit here and encourage themselves to make stupid decisions, right? When in reality, it's like you're taking away from your own dignity.
Wait, do y'all respect yourselves?
But it's the same for men.
It's
like-
not the same for men.
Yeah, it's the same for
It's
men.
not the same for men because here's the thing. Remember, me and you are married, right? But let's say we weren't. Let's say we were single, right? You could go out right now, talk to 3 guys, and get their numbers. They'd want to take you out. It's easy for you. Everything comes easy for you. Even if I was the most handsome guy, I could go up to 3 women. Maybe not here in Miami, but like in the normal world, like most women actually still value themselves. They don't want to be easy. So it's gonna be like I'm gonna have to work to get that number. And I have to have something of value to get that number. I might have to drive a nice car, have a nice watch. You know what I mean? Like I have to have something of value to get that information from a woman, typically. And you can get that for free. You can go on a yacht for free. You can go on a private jet for free. You can do all those things for free. You can do it today. You can do it like this. But
And
it's,
how's that
it's
bad?
different for men.
How's
I
that bad?
don't get that.
What I'm saying is it's different for men and women. So if you can get something easily and I have to work my ass off to get into a private jet, which I've never been on one, by the way, but I guarantee you've probably been on one or had the opportunity to be on one. So how can I respect that? We're not the same. You and I are not the same. Men and women are not the same. We live by different rules. So therefore, body counts are also not the same.
For body counts, I think it's the same.
But what if
I don't want a whore. I'm a whore.
okay, let me ask you a question. If I wanted to have sex with you right now, could I have sex with you?
No.
Okay. If you wanted to fuck me and I was single, I'd fuck the shit out you. Like this. That's the difference. That's how different it is with men and women. Just like that. Same thing with you. If I want to have sex with you right now, could I have sex with you?
No.
Okay. If you wanted to have sex with me and maybe I hadn't had sex in a few days, I'd have sex with you. That's just how easy it is for men and women. For women, I would say. For men, it's hard. Like I have to have something of value for myself. Does that make sense? This isn't rocket science,
I
ladies.
wouldn't say you always have to have something of value, but we can get stuff just from our looks. You guys have to put action behind it.
Which is why I'm saying that it's not the same. It can't be the same.
I agree with you.
There's also a threshold in which you ladies will give a man sex. So, for example, if I'm fucking, I don't know, Chris Brown or something, well, he doesn't have to do as much because, well,
Chris Brown doesn't have to do anything.
I'm just gonna get in ladies' brain. It's like I'm just gonna give him sex because he's
Chris Brown could walk in here and all these girls will have sex with him.
That's what I'm saying. So, but that's what we're trying to get you
All
ladies.
these girls will have sex, and she's smiling. Do me a favor, man. Let's get to the super chats,
I
man. Go
can say
ahead.
that, yeah.
You would fuck the shit out of Chris Brown.
No.
All right, we
Yes,
got
you would,
Wait, you know,
I know me, yeah.
Justin Bieber. Who's your favorite artist?
bro.
Most women have an artist that they would fuck easily. Don't lie.
got her ass.
Pick
I
one.
don't think so. Like,
Let me put it like this: you're fucking guys that aren't Chris Brown, so you'd fuck Chris Brown. Let's get to the super chats. Go ahead.
All
I
right.
just don't agree with you. It's your opinion.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
She's getting mad.
I like it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and read the super chats, man.
We got David Jones. Ladies, name 3 countries in Africa. You can't say South Africa or Egypt.
Okay, let's play this game. 3 countries in Africa. Go ahead.
I can
Wait,
say.
which ones can I not say?
You can't say Egypt or South Africa.
I was about to say, can I already pass?
I don't know.
Cairo.
Cairo.
Okay, that's one. What's the next
All right,
one?
let's go.
It's sitting in Egypt.
You can't
You can't say Egypt.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on.
No, Cairo is sitting in Egypt.
Oh, shit, she's smart.
You can't tell her that though. Just let her name it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Go ahead.
No, next.
I know one.
Go ahead.
Kenya.
Okay.
That's one.
Zimbabwe.
Oh,
Okay.
now she's back.
Okay. That's another one. Okay.
Can we name 3 between the 2 of you? Come on, we need one more.
One more, bro. Look at me.
Well, somebody doesn't date black guys. I can
Okay,
tell.
wait, but in our defense, they don't teach geography in the school system in the U.S. Can you talk about?
When I was in school, they taught.
Yeah,
Well, they
when I was in
don't.
school-
They don't.
They don't
Wait,
teach
how old are
geography
you?
no more.
How old are you?
18.
How old are you?
18.
Yeah, the
I'm 20 and they taught me.
Wait. I'm sorry.
They teach
like,
it, but like
You just didn't.
They don't
pay attention.
emphasize it.
No,
It's
no,
also
no,
like
no,
an
no, no.
elective.
Like,
Well,
they
I
don't
just didn't pay
teach
attention.
world geography at all. I don't know.
They taught world
That's
history
weird.
though.
Yeah,
But that's
history.
history.
That's not
That's
geography.
Wait, no, they don't give you guys a map of the world.
No,
No.
not in elementary. I came here in 4th grade, so I don't know, maybe in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
I was here third and
Okay.
Yo, I'm homeschooling my kids, bro. I can't.
Right.
How is that possible?
4th, 5th, 6th, middle school, high school, nothing about
Did
that.
you know?
High
Did you
school
know
is
that
elective, not
outside of
elective,
like America and this side of the world, the West, like there's a whole.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I know there's 7 continents. Like I know like the basics.
Wait, what are the 7 continents?
North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, and
That's 5.
Australia and Antarctica. That's it.
good job.
She got it.
Okay.
I'll give it to you,
you
but
go.
it's not called Australia.
Go ahead. 3.
Somalia, Tunis, Rwanda.
Damn, that's easy for her.
What the?
Shit. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. What about you?
Embarrassed to say I don't know.
Bro, you from the
That's the motherland.
motherland?
That's the
You
motherland.
can't name
Listen,
3
I-
countries from the motherland.
Africa? I don't know.
Can you give us one?
To be honest.
Or can you give us just one? They said what they say.
You making black people look bad right
I
now.
know. I
Damn.
don't know.
All right. Okay.
Wakanda. I'll give you that one.
Wakanda.
Real?
No.
Okay, I was like, what?
God damn.
Wakanda is not real. Let's get to the other super chats, man. Go ahead.
All right,
You
bro.
can't make this shit up.
We got David.
Into the mic, bro. I can't hear you.
We got David. You don't appreciate male virgins because you don't understand that male monogamy is harder than female monogamy.
Please.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yep. And we got Lord Peachy. Women care about a man's future and men care about a woman's past.
Correct.
Other words, loser men, 3 or 4s are the same.
Correct.
Mhm.
I would say that. I mean, listen, if you guys got with a guy right now, you guys don't care about his past. You don't care who he slept with. You care about his future. You care about where he's going because you understand that you're going with him, right?
Mhm.
A guy says, I got to look at your past because I want to know if you're worth going with me forward
But
That's-
why?
because that's just the way it
Yeah,
is.
like,
I
I
don't
don't
understand
get it.
why. We can grow together.
We can grow together. I agree with that. What I'm saying is if you've been ran through, if you don't respect yourself, if you
But
don't,
what if you've been
didn't-
ran through?
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't get ran
but
through.
did we not just speak about the difference between men
I
and
know
women?
it's harder for men or whatever, but
What I'm saying is if you were a hoe a year ago,
Mhm.
there's a high chance that you could go right back to being a hoe.
Okay. And
Right?
if a guy was a hoe a year ago,
Don't do
prob-
it. Nope.
People
Okay.
don't change.
Now, if a guy was a
he
hoe,
probably will change, but
Okay.
that doesn't mean he
well,
will.
I'm a strong believer that a guy will change for the right woman. I strongly
Yeah.
believe I believe in that. But I would say that a guy's past doesn't matter because again, he has to have some type of value to himself to be able to sleep
It
with that
does
many
matter
women.
because you have to make sure he's clean. 'Cause if
Okay,
you
in that
have
sense, it
many
does.
bodies, like
Okay, I get what you're saying. Let's say you got with a guy and he had 60 bodies, but you knew he was clean because you guys took a test together.
mhm.
His past doesn't really matter to you, though.
Why
You don't
should
care.
it matter?
Exactly, but your 60 bodies wouldn't matter to him, even if you were clean, because that's 60 people he
I
has
don't
to.
think so.
Yes, well, because you're not a guy, you're a woman.
Why? Because you
Look,
don't want to
look,
meet a dude that she
exactly.
have been with.
I
or
don't want to
something?
take you to dinner and Francisco over there fucked you three months ago,
I think that's like
right?
slim, like the guys who think like that.
Well, you'd be surprised. The problem is the guys that you're talking to are desperate and they'll do whatever to get into your pants. So they'll accept you the way you are. But here's and you guys can say that that I'm not right. But here's what proves me right is that when guys have sex with you, they'll never commit to you. It's crazy, right? Women have all the power, and then when they have sex, they give it away, and then all of a sudden the guy has the power because now I get to choose whether I want to stay or not.
I agree.
I get to choose if I want a relationship with you or not.
Yeah.
So you gave me all your power, right? And then all of a sudden women are like, well, he changed after we fucked. He never wanted you, bro. He wanted one thing from you.
Mm-hmm.
And he got it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times he'll get it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been with girls before that, you know, they maybe kind of chase it a little bit. I was like, okay, cool. I respect that. But, you know, most girls aren't doing that nowadays. So it doesn't really matter. I go back and say, I digress and say that, you know, it's just different for us. It really is. And I think it's hard for you guys to understand it because you aren't men. And it benefits you ladies to say that. It benefits you ladies to say that body count shouldn't matter because you guys have bodies. So of course it benefits you guys to say that. Well, body count shouldn't matter. What matters is the type of woman that I am. No, it benefits you to say that. Because a lot of times, let's be honest, like no one here is a virgin, right?
I
So
am.
you're a virgin?
She
is.
Okay, cool. Well then by default, you're already more valuable than the other women on the table.
I don't think I am.
Well, let me ask you a question. Hold on. If you had to choose one woman on the table to be with, to marry, and to date and to invest into, who would it be?
I don't think body count matters. I mean,
Exactly.
So body count doesn't matter.
I don't know. Her, the Russian girl. It
Okay,
doesn't
so the
matter.
Russian girl?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. What about you?
Right there.
But why?
Same thing with me.
Wait, why?
That'd be my first choice.
Wait, Steve. Why would you?
Because
pick her?
even though there's more attractive women at this table, no offense, she's gonna raise my kids,
So
and
what?
so the fact that she hasn't given it up yet
Yeah.
means that she at least has better morals, better ethics than most women at the table. No offense to the other ladies.
She's
Well,
younger.
Well,
I wouldn't say it's better ethics and better morals. I think at an early age, she figured out what self-respect was.
that's what I want though. That's what I want to raise my kids. I don't want
But
beauty.
everybody's
I
different.
don't want beauty to raise my kids. I want respect to raise my kids.
But you respect yourself, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You respect yourself, right?
Yeah.
You respect yourself. So,
Okay.
And y'all are virgins.
Okay,
So
real quick. What's your body count?
I'm not going to tell it.
Oh, you're not gonna tell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not none of your business.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
if you were proud of your body count, you wouldn't mind telling it because
I am very
because
proud. I'm very proud. That's why I'm not discussing this.
wait,
topic.
you're very proud of your body count?
Yes.
Well, if you were proud of your body count, then you wouldn't mind saying it.
No, don't get it twisted. It's not that. It's actually is a personal thing. Just
Yes.
because nowadays
No.
they're gonna make
Hey,
it
what's your body count?
0.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was so easy for her to say her body count because she's proud of her body count. You can't sit here and argue that with me. You
What's your
can't.
body count?
My body count's like 45, but nobody gives a fuck because I can still get girls off of that.
Okay, just because she chose to say it doesn't mean another virgin would be that open still to it.
I've
It doesn't
never.
matter.
This is episode 183. We've had a lot of virgins, but probably like 4 or 5 now
yeah.
on this show, and not one virgin said, "I'm not going to tell you my body count."
Okay.
They proudly tell guys, "I'm a virgin," and we're all like, "Oh shoot, good for you." Why? Because there's pride to being a
Okay,
virgin.
but you don't know if anyone has been through something where they had no choice to lose it. You don't know anybody's story.
No, but see, there you go. Now you're making an argument for the minority. There are situations where people.
No, because you made it general, so we can make it general. Just because somebody chooses not to say it doesn't mean it's just it's because they're going to be embarrassed by it no matter probably how they lose it. But you don't know
but you're
why.
arguing a moot point right now because what I'm saying is if you're a virgin, you're going to be proud to say you're a virgin, and you're going to be proud to say your body count because no one can say anything negative about you.
Okay.
No one's going to say anything negative about the fact that you haven't had sex.
No, that's not
Okay.
true. That's not true.
Bro, what are you
Who do you
talking
hang
about?
out with?
Like, okay, your girlfriends are probably stupid idiots. Like, or any guys that are telling you you're done for being a virgin are probably the guys that want to take your virginity. Don't get it twisted. Like in society, you are looked at as someone that is respectable just because you're a virgin. Okay, if that is true. because I don't really know you. What I'm saying is, if you were proud of your body count, which is what you're saying you are, or anyone for that matter, you would gladly say it. You asked me my body count, I said 45.
Okay, but
Because I don't care. My body count doesn't define me, but your body count does define you.
It's a very intimate question. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you asking me my body count is also an intimate question, and yet I don't care. I'll
You didn't
say
have
it.
to answer. It was your
But I don't. You see,
decision.
that's what I mean. The argument is that me and you are not the same. I had to work hard for my body count. Girls weren't just like opening their legs for me. I had to do a lot. I had to court them. I had to take them out to dinner. I had to have a car. I had to have money. There comes things with that. You don't need any of those things.
Ladies, it's the reverse for you. Since it's easy for you to have sex, you having a lower body count is better. Since it's hard for men to have sex, it's better for us if we have a high body count. And again, I'm not saying we should have 1,000 bodies, but what I'm saying is it's not a big deal that he said his body count's 45 because
It's not.
he's a guy.
Now,
But with a girl, you can go out and be like, hey, you want to have sex? The guy will be like, yeah. So if you did that 100 times, not that a girl would do that, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I would judge that girl like, what the fuck? Like, how do you have 1,000 or 500 body count? Like, that's, again, it doesn't mean you won't have a good life. Doesn't mean you won't get married. Doesn't mean some guy won't accept it. But what I'm saying is we're trying to get y'all to understand how guys think.
yeah.
And you're pushing back the way we think instead of just going, oh, okay, I didn't know guys thought about it like that.
Yeah. And
That's
another
the problem.
I'll say this. I have about 45 bodies. But now that I'm older, is that something that if I could go back and change, I would change? I would. Because I would say, okay, you know what? I could focus on a good girl and actually build my empire and actually focus rather than chasing all these girls. I would have changed that. But what I'm saying is in today's age right now, my body count doesn't really hurt me. Like no one cares. No one's going to shun me when I leave this studio and hit my DMs up and be like, bro, you have 45 bodies. You're disgusting. Nobody cares about that. But when it comes to women, it's the opposite. If you said you have 45 bodies right now, no, bro, everybody here would look at you some type of way because women are supposed to be pure in that aspect.
And I don't because I respect myself.
I'm not saying
No,
you
we're not
do.
saying you
I'm
do.
saying hypothetically speaking, if you were to say my body count is 45, you know, then because I had a girl come on this podcast and say she had 200 bodies in 1 year. And I promise you, every single person on the table looked at her and said, there's something wrong with you. Because she said last year alone, I had 200 bodies. And everybody, no one clapped for her.
How does she keep count?
I don't know. You gotta ask
She
her.
has to have a
do me a
calendar
favor,
man
move in
somewhere.
close to the mics, please.
Sorry.
But what I'm saying, and you seem like a very smart person. What I'm saying is, it's just not the same. You know, I'm not saying that. You know, I don't necessarily. I was about to say that I don't think society should be that way, but I'm glad that it is that way, because I have a daughter and I have a son, and I would never want my daughter to feel like, oh, cool, well, my body count doesn't matter. Actually, if my daughter was being a hoe and she did have 45 bodies, I would literally tell my daughter, you're not my daughter anymore, because I didn't waste all my time raising you and putting my resources into you and giving you my love for you to sit here and disrespect your name and my name.
So why would you condemn her and not really take a look at yourself? Okay, she chose
What?
to have that many bodies. It's your daughter.
My
So,
daughter having sex with 45 guys
Your
has nothing to
question
do with
wouldn't
me.
be, Why
But it
do you
kinda does.
feel you had to have that many guys, you know, in life or whatever, instead of just like condemning her? Like, why wouldn't you just sit down and be like, why do you not, you know,
So-
is there something?
So trying to like empathize with her.
Yeah, just like more of just like, because I feel like a father, you know, touching back on that subject, a father, and especially in a little girl's life, is very important.
Okay,
Because I
I
do
agree.
believe, you know, finding self-respect is so hard. I would say still, it
Mhm.
still is hard.
Yeah.
So like, if your daughter were to say that to you, you wouldn't more just be like,
Like,
is there something
is
like
it something I did? I wouldn't,
I could have?
Well, because you got to think about
because
it.
I also understand
as
I'm not
her-
the normal. I'm not the average guy. I'm a very present father.
But
Like,
as her father, you're supposed to show her what men are supposed to do, what the right man is,
Correct.
And how
is supposed to,
valuable
and
she
how he
is.
is supposed
correct,
to treat her.
which is what
So
I'm
if
doing.
you're okay,
Yeah.
but not all
which is
fathers are like
which
that.
is why I said I didn't say all men.
Okay.
I said I would disown my daughter, because I am showing her that. I am showing her love at an early age. I am showing her self-respect at an early age. She doesn't need anything from any guy.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What about if your son?
Mhm.
Would you care as much?
So if my son had 45 bodies, I wouldn't care as much. However, me being who I am now and growing the way I have, I wouldn't necessarily be happy with it either.
Would you disown your son?
I wouldn't because that's different. Because here's the thing. Okay, can I finish? Because when a woman meets my son, she's not gonna say, I'm gonna marry this guy based off his body count. Right? She's gonna say, I'm gonna marry this guy because he comes from a good family. He has a good relationship with his parents. He has a good job. He has a good head on his shoulders. Women don't care about body count. Now, a guy doesn't look for the same things in a woman. He doesn't say, well, this girl has a good job. She's gonna pay my bills. We don't look for the same things. All the guy wants is, can this woman be a good mother? Can she be a good wife? That's it.
So you would disown her because you feel like no man in the future would want her.
No, I'm pretty sure my daughter's a very beautiful little girl. I'm pretty sure some guy would want her. The problem is she would probably have to settle unless she lied to the boyfriend and said, oh, I'm this, I'm that, right? But then you're building your relationship off a rocky foundation, which is the basis of a lie. What I'm saying is she's probably going to have to settle with the type of guy that she's going to have to end up with, because most guys, like for instance, right now in my 30s, I worked hard to get to where I am. I'm not looking for a girl that's just out here doing whatever she wants to do, because I worked really hard to get to where I am today, right? So as a guy, I'm going to look for a good woman. And that's just the way that it is. Like, if my daughter, hopefully I'm a good enough father to where my daughter wants to marry someone that emulates me, right? Like someone that has the same traits as me and thinks the same way I do and is big on self-respect and respect in general. But no guy's going to respect a woman that has 40, 50 bodies. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't care how good of a cook you are. I don't care how good you suck dick, how good you pop pussy because you fuck 50 guys. No guy's going to say, okay, cool, I still want that. No guy's going to say that. As a matter of fact, anywhere but here in the West, if you go to the East, they value virgins.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's very, very
right?
different outside of the U.S. Yeah.
Yep. So for some reason in America, it's like, cool, yeah, your body count doesn't matter. But go anywhere in the world, even in Russia, right? Even in Russia.
In Russia, women respect themselves.
Absolutely. I just saw a video in Russia where like they were having like a big gathering, and first of all, Russian women are beautiful and they're not really fat, which is I love Russia, man. I love Russia. I love
they don't eat that GMO shit.
I love
Putin, illegal.
Putin is fucking amazing, bro. But just in general, like the women over there, they even dress a little bit more conservatively. Sorry. And I'm just saying in general, like in the West here, bro, it's ridiculous.
There's a lot of Russian women coming, and Ukrainian too, coming to Miami.
Well,
I've had more
Ukrainian women because they don't want to be in a war, but
but even Russians. But even Russians, though, I meet a lot of Russians here in Miami.
We got a super chat from Lord Peachy.
Go ahead, bro.
Men earn cat using muscle, money, and game. Women give cat by being present, having a pulse, and giving permission. Shout out Lord Peachy.
Yeah, shout out to Peachy, man. Much love to you, brother. Shout out to all the people super chatting, man. If you guys have any questions for the ladies, go ahead and super chat. If you have any topics you want us to touch on.
Yeah, we got another one by David. Eric, at what age would you have the relationship talk with your daughter? Same question for your son.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd have it really young, man. I'd probably have it at like in this day. Like if we were looking at the old generation, I'd probably wait till she was like 17, 18. But in this age, I'd probably do it at like 14, 15, man.
What about the ladies? What age would you have?
I'm sorry, what age would they do it?
Yeah, what age would you have?
At what age would you have that conversation with your kids?
With my kids?
Yeah.
Probably like 8.
At 8? Damn, okay.
That's the age of we have to ask if they're pregnant at 8.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I
What?
Yeah.
Like my daughter, she's about to turn 8. Me and my daughter are actually really close. We have the same birthday. But she's about to turn 8. I couldn't fathom like already having a conversation with her. Like she's too small. Like she still has so much life to like enjoy as a kid. You know what I mean? Okay, what age would you do it at?
I agree with her. I would do it early at like 8, only because now, do you know they're teaching my nephew, my one nephew, he is 5. They're talking about teaching 5-year-olds about sex at school.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
But
and I'm sorry. So if they're teaching it in schools that young, then they're gonna get thoughts. So I need to sit down and talk to them and be like, hey, you're getting taught.
So what you're saying is you're trying to get to them before the school does.
Exactly.
Okay, right.
But back then, kids weren't I didn't learn about sex till I was like
I was like
15.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
16.
That's why I said the difference in generations.
Right.
I said the old generation, I'd wait till like they were 16, 17.
but
And
now
this age, yeah.
now you
What
gotta
about
do
you?
it young.
What age would you do it?
Early teenage, like 13.
13? Okay. That's okay. I'd say the same thing. What about you?
Like 10, 11, as soon as they enter middle school.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Oh,
This
yeah.
society's fucked. Okay. What about you?
Yeah, same 10, 11.
So do me a favor. scoot a
10,
little bit
11.
closer.
As
Okay.
soon as they enter middle school.
So I would say that
Or like as soon as they get their period.
I would
Like, if
say
it was a girl.
how old are you?
26.
Okay, you're a little bit older. How old are you?
22.
It's your fault. It's your generation's fault. Because your generation's fault is stupid. Like your generation is the TikTok generation. Like you guys have the attention span of a goldfish. Like it's just swipe, 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 swipe. You guys don't care about geography. No offense. You guys don't care about the things that matter. Like back in
I
the
answered the question about the geography, by the way.
no, you did great. But then again, you're also from that part of the world. You know what I mean? Like you're like, does that make sense? And in Russia, they actually like still value that. Like in America, I'm saying in America, in this generation, like I made a joke the other day. My kids might die because of you guys. Because that's how like all this AI stuff, like the way the world is going, like bro, they're making fake chicken in labs.
Oh my god.
Like
Yes.
this is crazy. Like this is stuff that has never been done before, you know?
Mhm.
And so because he's your age.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I talk to him all the time. I'm like, bro, your generation is the dumbest generation. And it sounds stupid to say that because I remember like my parents generation, they would say that about us. They're like, oh, your generation. You remember your family members? They'd be like, your generation. And I'm like, I see what they're saying. It's like, bro, we're only getting worse. We're letting the fact that we're letting convenience ruin us, right? Because everything has to be convenient now. Everything's like instant gratification. So it's like we're dumbing ourselves down. You have computers literally taking people's jobs. And at this point, it's like we're also super obese. This country leads the world in obesity.
Mhm.
We're the fattest people in the world.
Mhm.
we're the fattest, most laziest people in the world, and yet we're the strongest country somehow. You know what I mean?
It's fucked up.
And so it's really crazy the way that we're going. I want to thank Coco for not going off on me because I can tell she doesn't really agree. She doesn't really agree on too much that I said tonight. But do you at least see where I'm coming from though?
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
see where you're coming from.
do you have brothers at all?
Yes.
You do? How many brothers?
One.
Okay. Do you have sisters?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a good relationship with your father?
Yes.
Okay. And you know what? I can tell that. I like just on the way you carry yourself, right? The way you deal with, even disagreeing with me. I can tell that. Now, I also have this saying where I'm like, I've never met a stripper with a good father. You can also tell the opposite, right? Like you can tell like if a woman doesn't have a good relationship with her father, most likely she's gonna do OnlyFans, stripping. She's gonna be an escort. She's gonna be clubbing, partying, having sex, doing drugs. Not to say that women, there's not women that do that also having fathers. What I'm saying is there's something about having a father that scares the shit out of people, even men. It just does, bro. If that father is now you also have the feminine fathers that kids just walk all over. But if you have like a real father, you're just scared. You're scared to go home, bro. You're scared to go home. You just don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? You're
Maybe
scared.
for guys, but I think for girls, it's more of a we're scared to disrespect you.
You're scared of disappoint. I would say
Disappointment, yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. I have a son and a daughter. I'm tough on my son because and see like there's that double standard. Because earlier one of you guys were like, would you see your son the same? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't. But also, I don't treat my son the same. Like me and my daughter are super close. Me and my son are close too. But I'm like, chill. You know what I mean? Because I understand the world's not going to treat you the way it's going to treat her. I got to get you toughened up. And so, that's just the way it's got to be. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way. And I like it that way because at some point, I'm going to leave this world. And I'm hoping he's going to take over for me. You know what I mean? There's another reason why men value their sons a little bit more too in that aspect, because when I'm dead, he's going to carry my name. That's my legacy. My daughter will take someone else's name.
Right.
Does that make sense? So whoever she marries, she'll take his name. My son will carry my name. That's why I want another son. But we'll get to that later.
You gotta make it happen, brother.
What'd you say?
So you gotta make it happen.
Yeah, I need another son. I be thinking some weird shit. Like I'm like, yo, I need another son just in case. Like my son has an accident or some shit. You know what I mean?
I would think that shit too. I would think that
So
shit
like
too.
innately, like as men, we want to have our names carried on.
Yes.
You know, we just want that. Okay, cool. Any super chats real quick?
Yeah, no, that's all.
Okay, cool. So ladies, I have another question for you. Who makes better parents, men or women? I'll just let you guys answer real quick because we kind of talked about this just now. Who makes better parents? After all the facts I just gave you, who makes the best parents, men or women?
I honestly think it's a team effort.
It
Okay.
should be
Yeah.
a team
Now,
effort.
let's say there's a
like
single.
the leading household thing.
Ladies, you guys are politically correct. Okay. If there's a single father and a single mother, who's more likely to raise a better kid? The mom or the dad?
Mom.
The mom. You're talking with your feelings right now, by the way. The mom or the dad?
The dad.
The dad. What about you?
I can't say. I won't answer that.
Because you know.
No,
Because you
it's
know.
because I really.
If I could
no.
read your mind, I guarantee you're thinking about the dad. Because you know that the fathers are more strict and they deal with discipline a little bit different.
No, I think.
I mean,
each parent can offer something.
Look,
different.
men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. That's
Okay,
what
but
I can tell you.
asked me, and
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. That's fair. So you don't know. What about you?
In my personal experience, I would say women because I grew up with my mom,
Mhm.
and my brother grew up with my dad, and he is not a good person.
I get that.
You know, so I think it really depends. But I do think,
But remember, we're speaking in general.
in general, I do think men would do a better job because of that whole scare or like disappointment factor. Like, there's no offense.
Okay.
I disappoint my dad.
I
and
feel like-
it's hard. Like it crushes my soul sometimes when I just sit there and I'm like, damn, my dad's really disappointed in me right now.
Okay. I see what you're saying. But also, okay.
But I don't know. I was scared to death of my mama.
Yeah. Okay. What about you? What do you think, men or women?
Actually, I think it's a team job because if
I understand that.
kids-
Look, in a perfect world, I would want it to be a team job.
listen,
But if you
because-
had to choose,
can I say
Mm-hmm.
please? I think it's a team job because if a kid doesn't have mother or father,
speaking to the mic, please.
yeah, the child which doesn't have mom, yeah, he gonna have mommy issues or the opposite daddy issues, and it's a life trauma.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that. I'm saying, who's gonna raise a better? Look, listen.
No,
This is the double standard. Nobody cares about the feelings of a guy. I have a shit ton of worries and nobody cares about my feelings. I promise you that. I could go on TikTok right now, make a crying video. Nobody's going to care. As a matter of fact, they're going to talk shit about me. Okay? Men are going to dog me and women are going to dog me. It's a lose-lose for guys. So I'm saying in general, who's going to make a better parent? The guy or the woman or the man?
If you
Back
had to
to
pick
that,
one, you got to pick one, ladies.
I
Come
feel
on.
like the mom would be a better parent to a son.
Who's going to okay, how about this?
Mm-mm.
Who would raise
I don't know.
a
I don't know at
better-
this point.
who would raise a better person for society? A mom or a dad?
mom.
Mom. Okay. Because you guys are nice, right? And you guys are all loving and stuff, right?
Mhm.
True.
More nurturing.
Empathic.
More nurturing, right? Empathetic, right?
yes.
Okay, cool. You know what happens to men that are very emotional and go and typically get raised by mothers? School shooters, people that commit crimes, people in prison, rapists, murderers, like you name it.
Because they were
The-
coddled. Literally
the-
because mothers coddled their children.
They're also the guys that you ladies don't want to date.
exactly
The ones that you keep in your friend
abusers,
zone, that
you know,
you're saying-
domestic violence.
Were feminine men, as she was saying earlier, feminine men, those are typically the guys. Look, I was raised by my mom, and I wouldn't say I was feminine, but I always thought the woman's right. The woman's right.
Yeah.
Because I was always around women.
Yeah.
So I was always on the women's side all the time.
And listen, and there's
it
another
hurts you
thing
with girls.
There's another thing that happens too when you're raised with women. You become feminine by nature,
Right.
because you're around so much feminine energy that
Right.
you have no choice but to adapt to that. Right? You're not a very manly guy. You're more feminine.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. It's not like it's designed to be on purpose. It's just the way it is. It's like if you hang around, if you're a baby and you were raised by wolves, you're going to be more likely to act like a wolf. That's just the way it is, right? Now, the thing is, when women raise kids, they do a good job of like nurturing and loving and coddling. But what happens is when a kid grows up and goes into the real world, he gets slapped because nobody cares for them the way the mother's going to care for them. No one's going to feel sorry for them the way that the mom does. No one's going to be understanding. No one's going to want to help you out the way mom does. And then people just lose it because they're like, yo, why is the world so tough?
Yeah, and ladies, when you see a feminine guy, you're not attracted to him. And just like when I see a masculine woman, she's dressed like a dude or whatever, like it's just a turnoff. It's just a natural instinct. Like, no, I need her to be pretty, have long hair, have a nice body. Like it's a nature thing.
Yeah,
It's a nature thing.
From the age of 0 to 7, I was raised by mostly women, and I was very emotional because of it. Very, very emotional. And it wasn't because I wanted to be that way. It's just, you know, from the ages of 0 to 7 is literally when a kid is learning the most.
Right.
You're literally learning how to be as an adult, right? And so I saw nothing but emotions. Like, women just act off emotions. I'm mad right now. Like, my girlfriend does it sometimes. She's mad, boom, not talking. Don't give a fuck. I'm mad. I'm like, yo, listen, like, what's bothering you? Let's talk about it. Nope, I'm mad. It's just the way it is. It's just emotion. I'm logical. Okay, cool. What's bothering you? How can I solve it?
And ladies, here's another problem you wanna understand. Men who are emotional, when we get mad, we get violent.
Yeah.
So if I'm raised by my mom and I'm this emotional guy, now I'm gonna wanna shoot something or hurt somebody.
Yeah.
So when a woman is raised to be emotional, there's no school shooter women, not really, right? But when we're raised to be emotional, that emotion changes to anger.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys that you see in these bad neighborhoods in LA or Chicago or whatever it be, no matter what hood or what race you are, when we say single moms are raising them, it's you have the aggression and the strength of a man.
Yeah.
But you have the emotion of a woman.
Yeah.
So when it comes out,
so
he talked about my shoes. Oh, he took my girl. Oh, they start shooting people.
Okay, I have a question.
Speaking to the mic, please.
So you think that, like, a little kid, like a boy, should be raised by, like, their dad, like, if the parents were split, right? That's what you guys are saying.
I think both. If
you have to choose.
If I had to choose, both girls and boys, I think, should be raised by their dad over their mom. Yes.
Both?
Yes, both.
If I had a choice.
Yeah, because it's just about one thing. It's not because it's not for anything else other than just the fact of respect. That's it.
That they have more respect for their dad.
I'm not. Other than that, I think we're pretty much equal. I'm just saying that
I agree.
It's just a respect thing, right?
Yeah,
because self-respect and being able to respect people will take you far in life. But that's the one thing that I hate to say it. Women don't really care to teach that to other people. I mean, to their kids. They care. Okay, well, my kid is good. My kid is taken care of. He has food. I worked 80 hours this week to make sure that we have a house. But who's teaching them respect? Nobody. Definitely not the schools. Definitely not their friends. There's no father in the house. So who's teaching the kids respect?
I don't think it's that the mother doesn't want to teach them respect. It's she doesn't know how to implement that, especially for boys. Like,
again, it comes back to
the father is the one who is supposed to set the tone on how you are supposed to be. Like, the dad is the head of the household. Like, you're supposed to look up to him. He's supposed to be right under God. Like,
right. So you agree with what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah. 100%.
I mean, it sucks because a lot of women will come to the show. They know what I'm saying is right, but they don't want to go against the grain. Like, they don't want to go against other women and be like, yeah, you're right. Like, fathers are most likely to implement discipline and mothers are more likely to let things. And here's another thing too. While the woman is working 80 hours to make sure that all the bills are paid and they have a roof over their heads, she also is trying to find out if she can get a partner. She's also trying to have a social life. Like, it's just different, right? So, and then also now you're putting your kids at risk. Now, what type of guys are you bringing around? A lot of times, I hate to say this, but like, kids usually get abused by their mother's boyfriends. You know, the people that should be protecting them. And so, are my kids less likely to get abused around me? Absolutely. Because most women don't want to abuse kids, if we're being honest. And even if there is a woman that, preys on kids, she knows the father's around. They had this interview with this guy who was like a serial child molester. And they literally asked him questions like, yo, how did you choose like which kids? And one of the main things that he would say is, I would go for single mothers. Like, if there was a single mother, I knew that was an easy kid to get to because there's no father to protect them.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, this is common sense stuff. And I don't understand. Women come in here, they're like, oh, mothers. And I'm like, the numbers don't lie, ladies.
But I mean,
Speaking to the mic, please.
Mothers can be predatory. Mothers can be predatory too, but I think they are
small percentage though.
You don't know that though, because I feel
know the
like
numbers say that.
I feel like people are more easily to question a man if they do it, but not a woman.
I agree with you.
Like they're less likely to believe it.
I
that's
agree.
what I believe.
You're right. Like women can kind of get away with it better because they're not going to be suspected as much.
Yeah, and the man doesn't believe my woman wouldn't do that. It's just
the problem is that you're always arguing for the small minority. Like, and you just told me, you're like, you don't know that, but I study the numbers. I'm telling you, like, most child molesters and rapists are men. It's not women.
But I've watched things. I don't know. I've just seen things where women also can be. So I just cannot agree with you. I
said I agree with you. I'm saying I agree with you. You're right. But you're arguing for the small minority. Like you're arguing, like that's like me. That's like if someone was like, oh, you know, you can't go to the moon, and I'm like, but yeah, someone has gone to the moon, and they're like, okay, yeah, but that's a small percentage, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but it happened. Okay, it happened.
That's the way. Okay, that's fine, but that's just the way I,
Well, again, you're arguing for the minority, and I'm saying, and I'm speaking in general. Like most women aren't going to molest kids. Most women aren't going to want to because women just don't have that. The numbers don't lie. That's all I can say.
I'm sorry. Being in the medical field, I see things, and then that's why.
So, what do you think the percentage is?
I don't know what the percentage is, but it's just.
But
like
you think it's the minority,
right? It just automatically in my head just goes like he's just speaking for.
In general,
everybody.
I'm speaking in general though. I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm saying in general, in the whole world population.
No, but
it's just things that I've seen. I just can't say that. That's all I'm saying.
But again,
so you don't agree in general? That's what it is.
But can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Into the mic, please.
Sorry, were you fortunate enough to grow up with both your mom and your dad?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so I kind of agree with him because I come from a split family.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised by my mom. Mm-hmm. Although I feared my mom, I feared the God out of my mom. But if my dad would have been more present than what he was than just every other weekend and alternating holidays, I would probably have more self-discipline in my life. And I would probably be in a lot different situation than what I'm in now. Mm-hmm. So I count, like, my experience is the majority that he's talking about. Not everybody, but the majority has experiences like me. Not everybody's fortunate like you to have both parents.
Right. And that's why I'm probably more speaking on my experiences, because you guys could agree more because you
but
have
see,
similar,
that's the thing. I'm not talking about your
saying,
experiences. I'm saying in general. And
I didn't know
like,
in general most fathers aren't present. So
you didn't know in general that most fathers aren't present in their kids' lives?
Yeah.
Oh, you grew up in a good neighborhood.
Yeah. You're from Alabama. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you're from you're from the country. What part of Alabama?
Mobile.
Okay. See, you're from the, like, even there it happens. It just doesn't happen.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying
I'm from the country.
Just getting a different point of view.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you guys speak from yours, and I'm gonna, speak from mine.
I get it. It's just I'm not sitting here talking about my personal experiences. When I say that most men are predatory over women, like I'm just saying in general, from what I've learned through life, from what I've studied, from the numbers I've looked at, most men are the ones that are.
I think that's
harming
common
kids.
sense.
I thought so too, but
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't think like a woman would have that initial thought over a man ever.
Well, I'm just surprised that she said that she didn't know that most dads weren't present, because I thought that was also like a.
Yeah, I thought that was just common knowledge.
Yeah, I thought
because she grew with a good family, because I didn't grow up with my dad, so it makes sense to me. I agree with what you're saying, because I didn't grow so close to my dad, but obviously to her, she didn't know because she grew with a good family and she was fortunate to have both parents.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like no one in my family had cancer, but that's like saying that a lot of people have cancer. Like that's common knowledge.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
you were just fortunate enough not to have to go through that.
I'm just more saying, it's also good to hear other perspectives, because a woman can be predatory. But that's not what we talk about. And so we were just more referring a child should stay with the dad because a boyfriend, it's more likely for them to be predatory. But I was just saying, like, there has been situations where a child is with their father and the woman does things and they're less likely to believe it.
I agree.
So that.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying, but that's the minority, and the exception can't make the rule.
Right.
What?
The exception can't make the rule, because that's the minority of what you're speaking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
exception can't make the rule.
And we're saying we agree with you.
I'm-
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree
and I'm
with
not
you.
saying you guys are wrong. It's
Yeah.
just good. I mean, I just feel like if I have, something to say for the minority,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it. You know what
I mean,
mean?
but then you can't really make an argument because then if you said something like, you think the sky is red and I think it's blue, then and everyone else thinks it's blue. Who's right?
Yeah, but the sky is blue. I'm just talking about more of just, because I
All right, let's go.
don't think it's talked
Yeah,
about.
We're dragging it.
And I get it. And again, we agree with you. Just to to clear
Yeah.
that up. Okay, cool, ladies. Thank you so much for that conversation. Thank you for your input too. Okay, cool. So my next question for you, ladies, is cheating the same for men and women? Is cheating the same? So if a guy cheats and a woman cheats, is it exactly the same?
Yes.
And since you said yes, we'll start off with you. So yes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Because yes,
Okay.
but I own loyal men in my life. Because I'm gonna be loyal too.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Remember, we were married when we started the show, remember? So if I cheat on you and then you cheat on me too, which one do you think is worse?
It's the same.
You think it's the same?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I also think it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
So everybody here thinks it's the same.
It's the same.
It's the
She
same.
doesn't agree with you guys.
Like,
Why is it not the same?
Okay,
Because
okay.
you did
So
it first.
so if
No,
I-
let's say you
No,
didn't know
no,
who
no,
did
no,
it
no.
first, just in general.
No. Okay. So if we're married and you cheat on me,
Okay.
it's gonna hurt,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna respect you anymore for it,
Okay.
and I probably wouldn't want to be with you. But then I have to look at myself because what did I do to make you want to cheat on me?
Okay. Now let's say you didn't know that I cheated on you, but you cheated on me. Do you think it's the same amount of pain? Do you think it's the same exact thing?
I think you guys are just as hurt as it, but I don't think you guys are sitting there like, well, damn, what did I do? No, that's honestly that's us women being emotional, and we weren't mature enough to bring our emotions to you and express how we feel. And we felt the easy way out was to sleep with someone else.
Okay. What about you? You look like you were going to change your answer.
Wait, what was the?
So if we're married and you cheat, remember, nobody knows when we cheated. There's no timeline because you're
Right.
like, oh, well, you cheated first. No, there's no timeline. Let's just say we both talked and we both said we cheated on each other. Do you think it's exactly the same thing?
Yeah,
You think so? Why?
because it's like, why did both of you do it? Like I don't know.
You don't think the guy's going to feel more hurt that his wife
No.
was fucked by another man?
Okay, but you too.
Yeah, but
You're going out your way to fuck another girl. Like you're putting
Yes.
yourself inside
Like,
another girl.
What?
I understand that.
It's the same thing.
And I understand you're pro woman,
Yeah.
but
I'm just pro
I was gonna say, but didn't we
everything.
just establish that it's easier for women to sleep with men than it is
Exactly.
for men to sleep with women?
But a girl's
So-
gonna be hurt the same.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, like y'all would be hurt if a guy.
Of
was
course.
hurt.
Yeah.
Why would you
The
not
hurt is
be?
gonna be-
So why would you do that to your woman? Are you trying to make it?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because if my wife went to go have sex with another guy, she was emotionally invested into him, and I could have sex with a woman without being emotionally invested into her. Like it could have just been a one thing for me. I don't care.
Okay, but it could have been a one thing for the woman.
Oh no, oh honey, that's a slut. No.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Don't make that argument, please. No.
so you think it's exactly the same? Like I just told you that a woman. I'm sorry. Okay, how about this? Are you just gonna fuck anybody just to fuck them? Yes or no?
Me, no.
No.
I mean, no.
you look like you were gonna say yes.
It depends. Like if I'm looking for a hookup, like if I'm married, no. Like
I'm worried about you. Okay. Okay.
Please stay a virgin for a while.
Yeah. I don't know if you're a
That
virgin.
don't sound
now.
like virgin
Yeah,
talk.
that don't sound like
no,
virgin talk.
but like hookup culture is a thing.
Are you part of it?
No, I'm a virgin.
Okay. I don't understand why women come on the show and argue for things that they don't want to do. Like you don't want to just have sex with guys. Most women, at least I should say, I'm sorry. In general, most women, I believe in today's age are still good women and they don't just want to sleep with random guys just because. Like you don't just wake up and say, I'm just going to fuck the first guy I see today. Boom. Now, a guy can be different. I literally could wake up and say the first good looking girl I find today, I'm going to fuck her and then move on with my day. I could literally say
But
that.
like, why would you do
Yeah.
that to your girl?
No, okay. Remember, I'm not speaking in a marriage. I'm saying in general, right? In general, guys can literally wake up and say, the first good-looking girl I see today that flirts with me, if she wants to fuck, I'll fuck her. That's just the way that it is.
Yeah.
Now
But
that-
a woman can do that too.
women can do that, but again, you're arguing for something you don't want to do, because if you could do that, why haven't you done it already?
Because that's just me.
Because you don't want to do it, right? So that's something you don't want to do.
She's just arguing just to argue.
So you're arguing just because you want to argue. What I'm saying is most women don't want to do that. You guys actually, even if you have a woman that has 15 bodies, she chose those guys.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't let the first 15 guys just fuck her. She literally was like, I like this about you. I like this about you. I like this about you. You're nice. You're kind. You're a asparagus, Sagittarius, whatever the fuck. So you guys find things to be emotionally connected to.
Okay,
it's different for guys.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I told you earlier I could have sex with you just to have sex with you, and it wouldn't mean anything to me.
Ladies, if you have sex with a guy, you really, really liked him.
Yes.
Like
So
you really liked him.
You're
If I
referring
had
to
sex
the
with a girl.
emotional aspect.
Yes. So
Yeah.
back to our marriage.
Sorry about that.
If you went and fucked another guy, I'm really worried now.
Because it's like I liked something about him. Whatever
Yes.
Like a lot.
But
Like, you really liked
I
him.
also know that it took time for you to get there with him. Like I just met the girl at a bar, right? Like she said, and we just had sex in the car, and then I came home. But you took time to talk to this guy, get to know this guy. You got emotionally invested into this guy.
He probably took you out to dinner.
Yeah, something happened.
So it
Bought
would
you
hurt you
something.
Of course, it would hurt me more. I mean, I invested my time and energy into. I got married to you.
But
if
the-
it's in that case,
Yeah.
yes, I could see it as in it would hurt the man more. But
here's the problem. You ladies
about
think
that.
that we think the same way you think. So when we cheat, you think we are emotionally invested.
Mhm,
We've spent all this time with this girl, which is typically not the case.
yeah, but
So you guys think that the problem with a lot of women is they're like, yo, you must love her or like her. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
I don't. I
Yeah.
actually don't. As a matter of fact, ladies, we'll pick something on you. Like, she got some big ass titties. I'll fuck her. That's it. I don't care if she said,
That's
fuck
it.
your mom, you're ugly, I don't care if she insults me. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yo, she got big titties.
That's
Like,
it.
I'm just giving you ladies how we think.
Yeah.
We could pick one little thing. Oh, she got a big ass. I'll have sex
You
with
want
her.
to know the
Because
first
we
thing?
don't get a lot of sex.
But Steve, cheating's cheating.
No, it's not.
No, I'm not. Look,
Bro,
I'm
this
not
is-
saying
You
that.
just say no, it's not. What do you mean by
I'm
that?
saying cheating.
Ladies
There's-
have,
Hold on.
but biologically the difference is paternity. If a woman cheats and gets pregnant, then she won't know who is the father is. DNA tests are new.
And that is part of our new system.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. shout
Whenever
to
we
my
read out
homie.
super chats.
Yeah, guys.
Yo, is there
Shout out
any
to
way
David Jones.
shout out to
Turn that
David, bro.
volume up.
Is there any way to turn that up a little bit so it could, just
Yeah.
cut us off? a
Yeah, in
little
case you guys didn't know, we have Streamlabs, and we're going to be rolling out more on the next stream where you guys can super chat a certain amount, and
Yes.
it'll read it out loud and should maybe come up on the
So
screen.
I'll
too.
go ahead and read it. He says, morally, ladies have a point. Okay, so he's saying you guys have a point, but biologically, the difference is paternity. If a woman cheats and gets pregnant, then she won't know who is a father. DNA tests are new. So he's saying that DNA tests are something that's new. It hasn't always been out.
Yeah.
Here's another thing too. If you cheated on me, right? I really would have a hard time forgiving you because, like, I don't think I'm not a woman, so I don't want to speak to you for you guys, but I don't think you guys have post-nut clarity. I mean, you laughing like I'm wrong. You say you were a virgin, so you're really confusing me now.
I am. But like
But-
I have friends and like we're very like intimate. They share everything.
So you think women have post-nut clarity?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay,
She's saving
I'm speaking
Like,
from a
what
man's.
do you mean by that?
So I'm not gonna speak for my brothers or all the guys out there, but for myself, when I have sex and I come, I'm done.
Yeah.
Now, unless it's with an intimate partner like my girlfriend that I really care about, and then it's intimate, I can go again. You know what I mean? I'll go again. But if it's just someone I just met, we had a quickie, we had sex, I'm done. It's like I snap back into reality.
I
I
agree.
don't care anymore. I don't care. Like I don't care what I saw before we had sex. I thought you were the most beautiful girl in the world. We had sex. You're just normal to me now.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You're
Like
just
a guy could really fuck with a girl and really think he wants a relationship with that girl, and then he fucks the girl, and then he nuts
Done.
and be like, "Damn, I don't really fuck with her like that."
It's
That's
amazing.
just real.
It's amazing how many girls come on here and they're like, yeah, but this guy, I made him wait 3 months and then he's gone, disappeared. I'm like, yeah, bro, that's post-nut clarity.
Mhm.
We saw what you were really like, and we're like, I'm not really interested. Or we'll keep you around and add you to the roster. You know what I mean? And then it's funny because girls are like, well, after he has sex, he changed. He won't text me back as much anymore. He doesn't come around anymore. He doesn't buy me flowers anymore. Yeah, because he doesn't have that thing you want anymore. I mean, the thing he wants anymore, you don't have it. You already gave it up. Does that make sense? So again, another reason why men and women are not the same. I can have sex with that woman, still be married to you, still come home to you, still want to pay the bill, still want to, you know, provide for you, our family, still be in love with you. And I just fuck that shit.
Yeah, and we're not saying cheating is right. Like,
Yeah, I'm
we're
not
just
saying
saying
it's right.
when a guy cheats, it's different.
Yeah.
But
It's
how's
also
it different?
I'll explain. When a guy cheats on a woman, we just said it. He doesn't like her, or love her. He could pick something about her.
Mhm.
For example, if I'm with a girl, let's say I'm with you, and we're trying to have kids, and you cheat, just like he said, how do I know it's my kid?
Mhm.
When you ladies cheat, it's worse.
Yeah.
Right. It just automatically is worse. Also, he's dominating you in bed. He's pulling your hair, smacking your ass. Like when I'm having sex with a girl, I'm dominating her. You're the one being dominated.
Wait, hold on.
So-
if she's riding you, how she's dominating you if she's riding?
She's not right. She's not
She's
dominating
not.
shit if she's riding.
Nah. Let me tell you guys something. I just recently did some research on the amount of parents, like men, that are raising kids that aren't theirs, and the numbers are actually crazy.
Yeah, those shits are wild.
That number is crazy.
It's like in the
There's-
40%.
There's so many men that are raising kids that aren't theirs. This is why I think that if a couple has a baby, DNA like testing should be mandatory.
What do the nurses think of that?
I think it should be mandatory.
should
You guys
guy
agree with that?
get like a paternity test after a kid or
You
no?
agree with that? You're in the medical field. You agree with that?
With like your like wife.
With anybody?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
honestly,
know?
If I agree, because I just feel like
Red
it just
flag.
creates this like trust barrier to me. You
Okay,
know?
let me ask you something. Hypothetically speaking, if me and you were dating, we had a kid. If we have a DNA test, I understand most women are offended by it. They're like, "How could you? You don't trust me?" Blah 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 blah. But if you have nothing to hide, it doesn't matter anyways.
I mean, yeah.
If you have nothing to hide,
Yeah, obviously, if you really want one.
Just me personally, it would bother me. It
Yeah.
just would, because I'm just like, who else? I mean,
Okay.
unless the baby came out, you know,
But we just
like
give you
red
the
hair or
statistics.
something,
It's
then
like,
yeah,
it's
but
like
like-
40% though.
but the
Of
num-
guys, yeah.
yes, but
I mean,
because
you're
because men aren't taking those tests, they're raising kids that aren't theirs. And this is she's gonna argue again, but I'm telling you, this is actually more
I think-
common than you think. However, in other countries, like if I'm not mistaken, it
This
was
is Japan.
Japan, the percentage is like 3%.
Yeah.
I think that
I'm
it should be
not saying
mandatory.
That's not true, but I thought you were asking me, do I agree with it?
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't. It would just bother me.
But would you
like,
do
really.
would you do it just to, peace of mind for the guy? That's like having a one up on him. Just be like,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
didn't
I'm
trust me?
stubborn.
Okay.
Here.
How about this?
That would just create. I don't know. That would.
But
You
see,
would
For
trust,
me personally,
but he
it
would
would
trust you
just-
less than if
Why-
you wouldn't just do it.
Mhm.
You'd
Yeah,
be like, yo,
I-
why
I-
the
Then
fuck?
why is
can you
it
move
not-
into the
why-
mic a little bit, please?
I feel like. What do you mean he would trust me less?
No,
If you
100%.
didn't do it, he would be like, yo, what the fuck? Why isn't she doing it?
Mhm.
Because if she's right, then like, what does she have to lose? Now she has a one up on me. Like, yo, you didn't trust me, and now look, that's your child.
I'm sorry. I just.
Okay,
It's just something I
again,
just
this
don't agree with.
is another argument where women benefit from that. What she's saying.
Yeah.
But women benefit from saying, "Oh well, I don't want a paternity test because, it would make me feel some type of way, and it would make me feel like you don't trust me." It benefits women to say that because you can have sex with another guy, get pregnant, and I've seen this before where women have gotten pregnant and told the guy, "It's your baby,"
That's insane.
I
and
believe
guess
that.
what? It's not their baby, and so this guy goes his whole entire fucking life raising another man's kid, which is probably. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That's the worst thing as a man that you can do. I think, I'm about to go ahead and say this shit.
Let it rip.
I would rather get raped
What?
than fucking raise another man's kid, bro.
I was.
No.
Eric said that.
No fucking
Eric, hot
bullshit,
take.
bro. Listen, because that's so deceitful. You fucked another man, got pregnant, and made me raise that man's kid, bro. That's so fucking disrespectful.
I mean,
But
yeah,
you could
it
still
is.
That's
feel like
so bro.
you could still feel like a man.
bro.
Like,
Bro.
if I just got.
But you, bro. I get
But
what
at the
you're
end
saying.
of the day,
The reason why I
I'm
said what I
gonna
said
go
was
for the
because
kid.
that's like the extreme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's how bad it is. Like no man wants to raise another man. Bro, I'm disgusted by single mothers. Like when I go dating, I'm not looking for single mothers. No, and I'm not saying that single mothers are disgusting. I'm saying I'm personally not attracted to that.
Wait, why?
Because when you're at the mall walking with little JJ and little Mimi, I that shit doesn't turn me on because I got to get through them to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I got to be nice to them. I got to take them out. I got to fucking pretend to like them. And then I got to get to you. And then when I'm getting to you, they're still crying. I can hear them. I don't want to deal with that. And then I still got to deal with the baby daddy. Like, it's too much shit.
What's even worse than dating a woman with kids like that is then a woman lying and saying that's your kid. That's by far the worst thing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that's the worst case scenario for a guy is for a woman to sit here and say that is your kid, knowing goddamn well that probably isn't his kid. She's hoping that it is.
What they could do is do a mandatory paternity test where it's not the guy asking it for the woman's feelings. If there was just a law that said paternity tests have to be done after every baby, then it blanks out a man asking for a paternity test, so a woman doesn't feel a certain way and the guy doesn't have to feel a certain way. Will they ever do it? Probably fucking not, because they want this dumb shit going on. We're all at each other's throats. But that's all they would have to do to solve the problem. But they ain't gonna do it.
So, Steve, this is why you're basically saying this is why the cheating is different.
Absolutely.
They have a law in France. I think it's in France where you can't ask for a paternity test. If you do, you get to go to jail. Something happens to you.
Yeah,
you can't do it.
Can't do it.
That's enabling cheating. I'm sorry. Like, why would you not want to?
Can I ask all three of you guys a question?
Yeah.
If you were married.
Well, we're guys. He's a woman today. Go ahead.
Whoa. Watch out.
He's girl power today. He's girl power.
Okay, so if you guys were married and you cheated on your wife and you got the other woman pregnant, would you ask your wife to raise that other child with you?
No.
Would I ask her to raise it with me?
Yes.
If I got a different girl pregnant?
Like if you got a different girl pregnant and the lady said, hey, I'm either going to give it up for adoption or you're going to take, I don't want parental custody. Would you ask your wife to raise the child that she did?
Hold on. I'm going to answer this first. I'm going to say no. And also that's the difference between men and women. If I'm married to you and then I cheat on you with her and me and her have a kid, she's not going to want to give our kid to us anyways.
I mean,
hold on. Does that make sense? You got to speak into the mic. Now, here's the difference. If you cheat on me and you get pregnant by another man, if I want to make our marriage work, that kid is coming into our house. That's the difference between men and women. Does that make sense? Another woman's not going to want to give up her kid. You're not going to want to give up your kid. Even if it's by another man, you're not going to want to give it up. You're not going to say, I cheated on you, got pregnant, I'm going to give the kid up to him. You're not going to want to do that. That's not how things work.
By default, ladies, when you cheat and if you got pregnant and cheated on us, the kid's coming out of you. We don't know. We're sitting there kissing your stomach, all this. We don't know what's going on.
That's the worst.
So if I go out and get another girl pregnant, I get what you're saying. Would you get if she was going to give it up for adoption? That throws a little bit of a wrench in it. If she was going to give up for adoption or I had to take care of it.
So again, wouldn't it be the same? Because like you guys wouldn't want your wife to get pregnant. Like you wouldn't want to raise someone.
Okay, let me answer the question. I would take the kid if she was going to get up for adoption, in my opinion. But what the difference is, if you have a kid and you cheat on me, I have no choice unless you tell me.
Exactly.
So at least you gave me the choice. I didn't have the choice before. You get what I'm saying? If you lied to me and fucked some other dude and I never found out, I'm just raising the kid.
Exactly.
If there's an adoption woman, at least we're having a conversation. It's still more fucked up. It's more fucked up if the woman doesn't tell the guy. That's fucked up.
I think
and the guy gets away scot-free. He gets to busting my girl.
Yeah.
Do this nice sluttiest shit with my woman.
Yeah.
Get in, get out.
You gotta raise the kid.
Leave his semen inside of her, and then I gotta raise the kids. And then he gets to go off and have sex with all the women he wants to have. That's bullshit.
No responsibility.
I would never do
no
that.
responsibility, no child support, no nothing.
Yo, that dude could just go and bang all these girls and just no condom and just have fun. And then I gotta, you know how much money I'm spending? Like,
kids
till 18, the average kid to 18 is $1 million or something like that.
Here's another thing too. Once you start taking care of that kid, even if it's not your kid, if you sign that birth certificate, you're financially responsible for that kid. Yeah. Even if it turns out to be that you took a DNA test and you're not the dad, you are still financially responsible for that kid.
Cheating's wrong, ladies. Cheating's fucked up, but y'all can do us way dirtier than we can do you.
Absolutely.
The worst we'll do is, you fuck that bitch, leave us. What y'all could do to us, if y'all cheat, y'all could fuck us up for life.
It's not even the same.
For life.
The number one thing girls say when they get cheated on is, you fucked that ugly bitch. At least you could have cheated on me with somebody better. Because guys aren't looking for that.
But they wouldn't want that anyway.
Guys aren't looking to cheat on you with a better girl. We're just looking to quick nut. You know what I mean? Women are looking for a better guy. This guy gives me something my man doesn't. He gives me the time. He gives me this. You guys are looking to upgrade. Guys don't care about that.
I'm looking at downgrade now.
So just in general, like I say, I think it's kind of selfish for women to come on the show and be like, no, I don't believe that, you know, women should get DNA testing when their kid is born, because I'm like, oh, well, like, especially when women have like fathers and brothers, because I'm like, bro, that could be your father, that could be your brother. You know what I mean? Like, that could be your brother who's raising another. Imagine, I'm sorry, you have a brother, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine your brother raising another man's kid because he trusted his girlfriend. And then you found out after the kid was 20
That's fucked up.
that in reality.
You know, I think I would look at it as you really looked at that kid and thought he was yours. Like,
so it's the guy's fault.
I would just,
So
I'm not saying
fault.
it's the guy's fault. I just really would talk to him like, you know what I mean? Like, this baby looks nothing like you.
Okay, hold on. I'm your brother. You tell me what you would say to me.
If he came to, you said 20, right? If the child was 20.
We just found out.
I'm not going to.
I'm like, yo, Coco, listen, I just found out.
I would be empathetic.
Okay.
But I really would. I mean, that's just how we are. We're just, my family were really blunt. And I would just really be like, are you dumb? Like, you've looked at this kid for 20 years.
And I would say, are you dumb? Hold on. I would say, are you dumb? Because you looked at the kid for 20 years. That was mine too. No accountability.
Listen, now you asked me if we were already there. Now me, I know we probably wouldn't have gotten that far, but I'm just letting you know that. I mean, because at the end of the day, he's a man. He can do what he wants. We as a family could tell him, you know, over and over, and he
but see now you're going into details. I get it. I'm saying in general, right? Because here's the thing too. Let's say me and you had a kid. I can't sit here and say, because that kid doesn't look just like me, it's not my kid. That's not how things work. The kid is also going to be half your DNA. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I can't sit here and be like, well, that little dude doesn't look like me. Peace.
There's an emotional attachment that the guys get, ladies, where we're like, well, it must be like a lot of guys are just like, I'm not even going to ask her because of what you said. They don't want to hurt your feelings. So there's a lot of nice guys out here that'll be like, you know what?
There's like manipulation.
Like, I don't know if it is my kid, but I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? I know guys that will take their kid away and try to do it on the sneak. Like, you know, one day, like, take the kid and go get the test done. But to be honest, it's difficult. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. I don't think any guy would want to be in that situation. Basically, ladies, what we're saying is let your man cheat.
But I don't think. Wait, hold on. What?
All right, thumbs up.
I think it would really hurt me for my man to be like. It's almost like, what did I do for him to feel like this kid isn't his? Like, that's a big part of our lives. Like, you also have to. I'm not saying their emotions don't matter. I would also feel really bad. Like, what did I do to make you feel like this?
Yeah.
So I don't know. To me, it would create a really hurtful situation. And when I know the test came back, you know, it's his.
I think it would hurt you moving forward, because then from now on you would be like, yo, this guy doesn't really trust me.
Honestly, that's just how I am. Like, I would feel like he didn't even trust me. So why does he trust me
Coco,
now?
would you say you're an average woman?
No,
I wouldn't either. I would say based off the way you were raised, you having a good relationship with your father, you know, you having brothers. I would say that you were exposed to a little bit of a different life than the average woman out here who probably doesn't have a father or doesn't have brothers. And these women out here are treacherous.
So ladies, it wouldn't hurt your feelings for your
most women out here. Again, remember, in general, not speaking about you guys. In general, most women out here are not like you. So it's unfair for us to have to go through what we're going through already, because a few women like you are the minority, would feel hurt. But so now, because I want to spare your feelings, I have to take the risk that I'm going to raise a kid that's not mine for the rest of my life, because I want to make sure that your feelings don't get hurt. Does that make sense?
I don't think like it would hurt me. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but if like my husband or whatever wants that DNA test, it would hurt in a way, like, damn, you don't trust me, but like at the end of the day, I'm just gonna do it. I'm
gonna be honest with you, because I'm and the reason why I'm talking to you and not her is because she's a little bit more understanding. I would take the test with you. And if it came out that it was my kid, I would worship you. Like, I would go out my way to like make sure that I showed you like yo, I just did it to give myself peace of mind. But the fact that it was my kid and I can trust you, like it would make me want to do so much more for you. Because at the end of the day, you guys have to understand that men value loyalty. So it's really a win-win for you, ladies, if I'm being honest.
Loyalty is like a feeling for men. So like them asking us to take the paternity test, yeah, that might hurt our feelings. But us saying, wow, you really don't trust me, that's hurting their feelings. Because
100%.
we're not being loyal to them, being like, oh, you don't think so? Let me show you.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. Even if I asked you to do it and you were like, no, I'd now start to question you.
That's
and be
what
like,
I was saying. Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, what if she did something
Really
and
did
there's
it,
a possibility that she knows it's not my kid? When in reality, you're just saying no because your feelings are hurt. But I'm thinking I might not be able to trust this woman. Does that make sense? Because again, you're only considering your feelings. You're only considering the fact that you would feel like he doesn't trust you, but you're not considering the fact that this guy may feel like you don't trust him, or maybe you're not trustworthy at all. Does that make sense?
No.
It's because you're thinking more emotional, and the guy's gonna think logical about it.
And yeah, that's how it is. But I mean, I wouldn't sit there and be like, I would be like, no. I literally would be like, why? Like,
I have a question.
How did we
Go
come
ahead.
to this?
So would you make like your wife have or what would trigger you to make your wife have a like paternity test?
I'm saying that
Or what would trigger? Like,
I'm saying that paternity test should be mandatory.
Okay.
I think it would help us out a lot. It would help women and men out a lot.
Yeah.
Because first of all, men don't want to raise kids that aren't theirs. But then also, why would you want a man to raise another man's kid? Like what? As a woman,
I agree.
like, why,
But also, ladies, think about if there's just a one night stand or some crazy shit where she was slept with 3 dudes in the last month or a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like she could then pick a guy and blame it on him. So the paternity tests aren't just needed for the marriage thing. They're needed for girls that might just be hooking up or whatever it is. You still need to be. They're not mandatory. So now, let's say me, Eric, and Basil had sex with the same girl. This hasn't happened, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And she picks one of us, but one of us is kind of a softie. We're a nice guy. Yeah, all right, yeah, it's my kid, right? And now I'm a little bitch because those two got to run through her pussy. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. Have a good time, and now I'm the nice guy though. I'm the nice guy, and I believe she called all 3 of us scumbag woman, right? And I'm saying all women are scumbag, but she's just a scumbag bitch. And she goes, "Yo, I'm just call Eric. I'm gonna call King. I'm gonna call Basil, and whichever one of them sticks, that's the one I'm going with."
and that's embarrassing for you because we fucked your girl,
Hell yeah.
right? But
Right.
but one thing we haven't touched about and on yet is what about what it does to the kid?
Exactly.
What about when the kid finds out that's not my father?
That's bad.
We haven't talked about that. If I had started this conversation and said DNA tests should be mandatory for the kids to protect the kids, everybody here would be like, yeah,
agree.
absolutely,
I agree.
100%. Let's go ahead and protect the kids. Everybody should do a DNA test. But when I said let's have a DNA test to protect the men, it's like, oh, but my feelings would get hurt.
I
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think it should be mandatory. So fuck men. But when it comes to the kids and when it comes to women, it's absolutely 100%. Let's go ahead and do it, right?
Do it for the kid. How?
I'm
It
sorry,
would still
speak
be
into
the
the mic.
same thing, wouldn't it?
No, 'cause then
Absolutely.
the
What do you
kid is
mean?
gonna know who his parents really are.
Yeah, we're saying when the kid grows older or is old enough to figure out that I'm not the father, it fucks up the kid now.
Does that
We're
make sense?
saying like maybe it would solve that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like
From
She's
the
not getting
beginning.
it. I don't.
From the
I don't-
gets it.
I don't think you want to get
no,
it.
listen, I get it, but it's just almost like, okay, people, I guess, like me, who would feel some type of way about it.
You're the minority.
It's almost like I'm paying for it's almost like I'm paying for people that, it's almost like I have to put myself in an uncomfortable situation for women that cheated on their men. And you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, why should I have to? Because somebody went through something.
What happened if your
and-
man had that insecurity already and that happened to him before?
Well,
Yeah.
that would, but that's what I mean. It would just be like,
But like, why not make sure he's not insecure about it and just do it if you know it's not true? Like, that's
if
not
he
hurt
had
you
an
anyway.
insecurity,
Yeah, insecurity about it. Like, why not?
and
just
I
do
just found that out when I had the baby.
it? No,
like-
you know he
Before
would
you
have
had
a
the
kid.
baby.
Yeah, you knew he had a kid.
you knew
already.
he had a kid,
or that he raised, but it wasn't really his kid.
if you knew he was in that situation where a woman lied on him and now he's dealing with you and he asked you to have the paternity test, would you still be offended that he did it, even though it happened to him in the past? Or would you be like, okay, I get it, some girl fucked you over? Would you still be mad at him? for asking you to do it?
I mean, I would still feel, I don't know, to be honest.
Hey, Coco, how about this? This is your argument. Why should a woman like me pay for what most women are, right? That's essentially what you're saying. Because most women can't be trusted. Most women this, most women that. Why should a woman like me who can be trusted and I'm a good woman?
I just feel like if you trust me, that wouldn't go through your head. There's nothing in me that believes a man looks at his woman and just wants one just to want one.
Those
you know what I mean?
40% of guys trusted those women and it wasn't their kids.
Yeah, that's a big percentage. But here's the thing. Hold on. You're also arguing for something that won't matter, because if they said there's a law now that makes it mandatory,
Okay.
you won't feel like your man doesn't trust you anyways, because it's just the law.
Right.
Like
yeah,
it's just
I mean,
the
to
law.
me, that's different. Like we both.
So
you,
it doesn't
like,
it doesn't hurt you
explained.
anyways. Like there's no way this really hurts you. All you're saying is I would feel upset because my partner would not
Right. He
trust
would be
me.
like, take one, and I'll be like, why?
Right.
You know what I mean? It would be different than
Yeah,
the
but-
government.
But
like,
here's the
saying
thing:
you have to do it.
you're already paying today, because what you're arguing is why do you have to pay for all the other girls? You're already paying today for all the other girls. Most
Mhm.
men and society in general look at women as sluts. Would you consider yourself a slut?
No.
Okay, but you're still paying for that, because if you guys go in a group right now to a bar, they're not gonna say, "Oh, there's 3 sluts right there." They're gonna say, "Oh, there's a group of sluts." You're already being grouped into society. That's just the way it is. Like most men are looked at as predatory. I'm not preying on women, but I don't get mad when women can look at me and say that guy could be a predator. I'm not gonna be here and be like, how dare you? Why do I have to pay for all the other guys that are predators? I'm not a predator. I'm gonna say, listen, I understand. There's a lot of predators out there, and I'm not one of them, but I don't blame you for taking that precaution and being cautious. Like, I get you 100%. You're a woman, you should protect yourself. And I feel like men don't really have that protection in society. The same thing can be argued with pregnancies in general. Like, if me and her were to get pregnant, we had sex, she has all the control, whether she has that kid or not. I could literally sit here and say, Liz, have that baby. I'm going to be a great dad. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to provide for you and that kid. And Liz is like, bro, I'm 26. I still got a lot of life to live. I'm not having this baby. Guess what? Men don't really have that in society. Women have all that. Men don't. That's the whole purpose of this podcast, is just to show women that men are going through all these things, and you guys don't take time to really consider that, because it's hard being a woman. Like, being a woman isn't easy, right? But you never consider men. However, men have to consider women in order to get, like, if I wanted to date you, I would have to find out things about you. I would have to find out how you work. How does a woman think? Like, what does she like? Flowers. I got to open the door for her. I got to do this. I got to do that. If you wanted to go on a date with me, bro, it doesn't take anything. You're just coming on a date. Free ride.
Are you considering a woman when you're sleeping with other girls in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Steve, how do you feel about that?
Am I considering my woman?
Yeah, your woman's emotions if you're sleeping with another girl in a relationship.
You're saying I'm cheating. And
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
So why do you do it?
I'm gonna say that most men that cheat don't really think they're gonna lose their girlfriends. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that when a guy cheats, he's saying, I'm gonna lose my girlfriend, and he's like, oh well, fuck it. I think the guy's thinking, I'm gonna do this, she'll probably never find out, and then we deal with the consequences. But overall,
So you think it's wrong? Both of y'all think it's wrong.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that cheating is not right. Cheating is not right, bro. You should not cheat on women. I don't think women should cheat on men. But I'm just saying the way that men and women cheat is differently. That's all I'm saying.
And what's your stance on that, Steve?
Miss Russia, you don't agree with me?
I just don't.
Okay, why not?
Because it's the same. If you are not loyal to me or I'm not loyal to you, it is the same.
Ladies, if you married a man making $250K year in Miami, but he got a job offer in Omaha, Nebraska making twice as much, would you encourage him to take the job?
Yep, we
Yeah.
out.
She said, yeah, we out. She said, he got motion, we out.
Okay, absolutely. Shout out to you, Walking the Wire. Appreciate you, man.
We got two more super chats. One by Lord.
Go ahead, let's read them real quick.
Yeah, Lord Peachy says, ladies, I'm Lord Peachy, your genie. You all have one wish. Use this wish wisely.
Okay, one wish. What would you wish for right here? Speak into the mic, please. Into the mic. What would you wish for? One wish.
my career to go well.
Okay. So, okay. What about you? What would you wish for?
To, like right now,
Yeah, right now.
to get into dental school.
Okay. What about you? What would you wish for? One wish.
I wish to finish this senior year in my medical university.
Okay. What about you?
I wish to have a family.
Okay. What about you?
I wish to be happy.
Okay. One woman wish for a family. Everybody else, minus you, and even you, I would say, I would group you in, is wishing for success in a career, right? So that goes to show you what, in general, most women are looking for. They're not looking for, I want to be in a happy relationship and be married and have kids. Like, that's not today's society. That was our parents' society, our great grandparents' society, I would say. That's what they would. If you told my great grandmother, what would you wish for? She'd be like, I just wish I had a great, happy family.
But it's because they didn't have another choice.
No, bro, everybody has choices. You always have choices.
Yeah, but
It doesn't mean, it doesn't matter what generation you live in. You always have a choice. It's just they
they
covered
couldn't
it.
have a career.
Well, to a certain extent, you're right. But I'm saying my great grandmother, she could have a career. My grandmother could have had a career. My mother could have had a career. But I'm saying is, in today's society, this society, which is why I said, I hate to say it, your society, your age group is the stupidest group ever, because you guys don't care about families.
It's not
I
that we
want
don't
10
care.
kids. What do you mean?
You're not in it.
I'm not talking about you. They all talked about careers
like
in
18.
school.
Well, but I'm just 22. You have to think about the age. Maybe like in few years,
Yeah,
when I
you
finish
said-
my senior year, I would provide for the child. Like, you know, something can happen. Like something can happen to my husband. I don't want this child to have food. You know, that's why I want to finish my senior year, and after I can think about the family.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one wish right now.
Yeah, you said right
Yes,
now.
right now.
But
Yeah, but even right now, wouldn't
But
you
you
want
gotta
like the
think
perfect?
right now is gonna determine
Oh.
your future too. So
Right.
you gotta
I
think
just
long
think
run.
that we need, like, sadly, I guess, I don't know, we need a stable career. I think that's very important.
Okay, you know why I feel
Not
bad for your
sadly.
generation is because society's telling you that's what you need.
I think we need it.
Society's telling you that's what you need, and you're feeding into it saying that's what I need. But in reality, even her argument where she's like, I want to finish school and do this because I want to be able to provide for my kid. What I'm saying is, if you meet the right guy, and let's say he has an accident, he passes away. If you vetted the guy and you did your research, you did the right things, guess what? You have his family to fall back onto. You still have a.
But I shouldn't
remember the
depend
thing.
on the guy's family.
Look, most people that are getting married, like the men are just dying. It doesn't happen like that. We're talking about like an extreme situation here. What I'm saying is, in general, most, like, you still have they say it takes a village to raise a kid, and it really used to, at least. You know what I mean? So like, you're not gonna be alone if you choose the right guy. You're not gonna be alone if you choose the right man. Okay, and even then, if you have a kid or two kids, and you just go and choose another guy. Like, there are guys out there, like I told you before, that will take care of single mothers. It's just those aren't the guys you're looking for.
It's just my priority right now is not kids. Like, I don't know.
I get it, and that's fair. I respect you ladies for your honesty too. Can we read the other super chats real quick?
Yep, we got one by Taz. Would anyone on the panel date someone with a kid when the significant other passed away?
Is that for all of us or for the ladies? Okay.
Anyone on the panel?
Anyone
Everybody
on the
can
panels?
answer.
Yeah,
Someone date a kid when their significant other.
So basically, would I date a widow?
yeah, everyone.
With
He
kids.
could have
Yeah.
simplified that.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I'm not really attracted to women with kids, bro. It's you got to be a very special woman for me to do that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. It's too much hard work. I hate baby daddies. I
Well, no,
hate baby
he's
daddies.
not. He's
Well,
not there. He's dead.
Baby daddy wouldn't.
Oh, wait,
be-
okay,
He's
but that's
gone.
true.
He's
But
gone.
I'm saying in general, like in today, I don't like single mothers. You know,
Yeah.
I don't like dealing with their families. I don't. I actually believe that when I meet a woman, like I tell all my partners like that I've dated, it's me and you, like me and you. They're like, we're a family now. We're gonna create our family. I don't give a fuck about your mom. I don't give a fuck about your dad. No offense. Like, cool. They can be in there. You could go visit them. That's cool. It's just, I think in today's society, it's like people get together and they're like, oh, well, my mom thinks this, my dad thinks this, and I don't want to do this because my mom. I don't give a fuck about your parents. I really don't care about what the fuck your mom thinks we should name our kid or where she thinks we should get married. I don't care about that. Like, I'm the man. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to protect you. Like, this is our family. We have to say so here. Because I feel like a lot of parents try to live through their kids.
Yes.
Right. And it's like, oh, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. You should go here. You should do this. And I'm like, no, this is my life.
Mm-hmm.
These are my kids. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do, you know? So that's just me personally right there. Any other super chats real quick?
Yep. We got Super San Taco. Blessings and support Unfiltered Crew #1 podcast.
Shout out to my boy Super San Taco, man. I appreciate you so much, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So let me see. I think I have one more question, ladies. If you're in a relationship, should you share a bank account? Yes or no?
No.
No sharing bank accounts. What about you?
No.
No. Okay. Should you share bank accounts? Yes or no?
I'm Eastern European. That's why I say yes.
Okay.
So yes.
So yes. Okay. What about you?
Can I ask how long this relationship is? Because like if you get into if you've only been dating for like 1-2 months,
let's say you're.
If we're like,
I don't want to say marriage because
together,
unfortunately most people aren't getting married. Let's say you've been together for 1 year.
Okay.
Should you share
and, like we're
bank
living
accounts?
together?
Yes.
I think at that point, yeah. I think there should be a shared bank account because if you guys are committed to each other, you've been together for that long, why are you wasting your time if you don't see yourself with that person forever?
Okay, fair.
So then, yes, you should. I mean, because when you're married, it's not your money, it's not my money, it's our money, right? So why do we need separate bank accounts?
Okay, what about you? What do you think?
If we're not married, absolutely not.
Absolutely
Yeah, I
not.
think I agree with her.
What if you are married?
If we're married, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think the girl should have her own bank account, and then you should just give your girl like your bank account.
I'm sorry. Let's make it clear.
Whoa. Can you say that again?
So like, yeah, you could give your bank account details to your girl, but your girl should have her own account. Like your money is her money, but her money is her money.
Yours.
That's one of those.
You ladies like that?
What's yours is
You
mine, but
ladies-
what's mine is
That's
mine.
unrealistic. That's unrealistic.
But that's what y'all would want, right? That's
I
how
mean,
it should be, though. Y'all think it should be like that, though, right?
No.
Y'all wouldn't take that?
Of course.
You would take that?
No.
You wouldn't take that?
I wouldn't take that.
You wouldn't take that?
I'm
Cortland?
sorry.
Like basically, your guy would give you his bank account, but you don't have to give him your bank account.
Depends how long we are in a relationship. Like I wanted to make it clear, like if like we're dating for a few months, of course, like he also shouldn't give me his bank account, like his information.
I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But like if we a long-term relationship or we're married, I think it's okay to share like money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who agreed with what he said? Did anyone here agree with what he said about the guy being able to give the girl her bank account, his bank account info?
But she
If
should
he
give
wanted
it.
But she should. But
on
she
his
should.
own, he
No,
just gave
like
it to me?
like it should. Like he should just do it.
No.
Oh, no.
Nobody agrees with
But-
that. Not one person agrees with that.
No.
Okay, you guys are smart women.
Yeah.
Because I was literally about to ask you, would you have your son do that? And I guarantee you, none of
Wait,
you guys
what? My son what?
like you would never tell your son, yeah, go ahead and give that girlfriend your bank account info, but she can't have, but you can't have access to hers. Like you would never tell your son that, and that's why I was, because it's crazy. Because I'll ask a question, and a lot of times ladies will come on this panel and be like, no, yeah, I agree with that, and I'm like, okay, cool. Would you let your son do that?
You'd be like,
And they're
fuck
like,
no.
no.
And then all of a sudden they're like, that's different though. And I'm like, okay. So when it comes to someone you care about, it's different.
Right.
Which is why I always say that women that have brothers or fathers typically tend to understand men a little bit more because they've grown up seeing those men go through certain situations where they're like, you know what? The world is unfair to you right now. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that, you know, I got pulled over and the guy said, just drive slower. And you got pulled over and he gave you as many tickets as he possibly could. That's just the way that the world is. You know what I mean? So, okay, cool. Any other super chats real quick?
Yeah, nope. That's
No
all.
other super chats? Okay, cool. Ladies, thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate your time. This was a really great panel. You guys had great energy. Real quick, I want to get your thoughts on the show. What did you think about the show? And did you learn anything today? Go ahead.
For me, it's a good experience. Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for coming. Did you learn anything today at all?
Yes, like
What'd
how
you
I
learn?
think, how I think,
How I think?
how men think,
How men
Yeah,
think.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you think we're delusional? Are we delusional? Or can you understand us a little bit?
I can understand you.
You can?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. If we're delusional, let me know.
maybe a little bit, but I can understand. I get your point. I get your point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I appreciate it. What about you? What do you think?
I have a blast on here every time I come. You surprised me today. You're not normally on our side. What's up?
Yeah,
That's what I learned.
Yeah.
You're actually.
I had to change her heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I learned today.
Yeah. Well, he saw Adam 22 and he wanted to be like Adam. So,
Fuck no, I would never let that shit happen. That's disrespectful. I'll never give my girl to another nigga.
okay. Shout out to
It's just
Basil.
wild.
Okay. Thoughts on the show, Coco, and anything you may have learned. I know Coco and me, we had our differences, but
Yeah.
what'd you think about the show?
No, I really enjoyed it. I felt like I was able to say my opinion without any judgment. And to be honest, a lot of what you said I was not shocked by, but it was good. It was a great experience. I liked it.
You think we're delusional?
Yes.
Let's just be honest.
Respectfully.
Okay. I respect the honesty. Thoughts on the show. Go ahead.
I liked it. I had a good time. I did learn actually like quite a bit more about how men think, I guess. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
What about you, Lily?
I had a good experience. I learned a lot, especially from the men's side, and more because of the fact that I'm younger and you guys like are a lot older.
Mhm.
I see like things differently now. You guys have more experiences. You're older. You're wiser.
Oh, I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Ladies, let me ask you a question. Who's more marriageable material out of us three? Actually,
Okay.
we'll change it up. We'll play fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, we haven't done that one.
Okay.
Out of us three, you got to pick fuck, marry, kill, and we'll start with you.
Okay. So hold on real quick. So essentially the game is fuck, marry, kill. You can pick one of us to fuck, one of us to marry, one of us to kill. So yeah, start off with you. Go.
Who I will marry?
Yes. Who would you marry between us three?
You.
You'd marry him. Okay. Who would you kill between us three?
You.
You'd kill me?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess so then.
That's
Okay, cool. So you'd fuck him. Cool. What about you? Fuck, marry, kill. Speak into the mic, please.
Ooh, crap. This one's hard today.
She has two black
I'm
people to
I'm
pick.
gonna have to kill you just because I don't know what's your
Wow.
whole change of heart, dude.
You don't like it?
You kind
Well,
of sound
we-
like a pussy today.
I
A little
I was
bit.
relating more to girls.
Not really. Some of the stuff you were saying, like the whole bank account information.
Well, no, that was a
You're-
test. That was a test.
Oh, because that sounded a little immature.
Adam 22.
I would probably have to marry him. He seems really sweet and down to
Okay.
earth, and then I guess I'd be fucking you.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you so much. One for me.
Okay. Coco, go ahead. Into the mic, please.
Marry, kill. You know.
Mary kill. Yeah. You know.
Oh,
Shout out to Coco. Okay. What about you?
I think marry,
Okay.
kill.
Okay.
Wait, no. Marry,
It ain't that hard. You've been
marry, fuck, kill.
marry, fuck, kill. Okay,
Damn.
cool. Shout out to
You're
you.
fucking with the
Fuck,
black.
everybody's marrying me. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, cool. What about you, Lily? Go ahead.
I think marry, fuck, and kill.
Marry me,
Yes.
fuck him, and kill him. Okay, cool.
I got one.
All right, cool. Thank you, ladies, for being honest. I appreciate that. Guys, we'll start off. Actually, you know what? We'll start off with Curtis. Curtis, one of the ladies.
Hey, hold on. We got a super chat just coming.
Go ahead, bro.
We got international.
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 Mhm.
This one guy I was friends with as a kid. Kid's mom had him with a guy and felt embarrassed and lied to him and told him that another guy was his dad. She named him after that other guy and raised him.
Yes. You know what? Shout out to our international.
That's my boy Alan.
I will say this too. You know what, ladies? This is another thing we didn't discuss today. Women sometimes have kids with guys they don't want to have kids with because maybe it was just a one-time thing, or maybe you were just, this guy was a fuck buddy or a sneaky link, and then you got pregnant and your parents peer pressured you into not having an abortion, or you felt like you were going to be a terrible person and go to hell if you did have an abortion. You ended up having a kid that you resent, right? And it's crazy. It's
This
crazy.
one guy I was friends with as a kid's
Oh,
mom
it's
had
playing.
him with a guy.
Yeah, it's just
and
playing. It's a
felt
little
embarrassed
slow.
So
and
that
lied
came
to
up.
him
Okay, cool.
and
Shout out to
told him
my
that
boy
another guy
International,
was his
man.
dad,
Yeah, thank you,
that
bro.
She named him after that other guy and raised him.
Yo, listen, that's one thing we didn't talk about today. Ladies, one thing that you guys suck at, in general, not you guys, in general, even maybe some of you guys, is taking accountability. Now, in society, men that don't take accountability, we get punished real quickly. Like if I don't go to work for a few days, I'm going to get fired. you know, if you don't go to work for a few days, you may not get fired as fast. And if you do, there's someone willing to help you out. Your friends will help you out. Your parents will help you out.
We got another super chat coming.
Okay. Bye.
He didn't find out until his 30s that she lied the whole time and it was a different guy this whole time. The guy had some other guy tattooed on him. Imagine how he feels. I would never forgive my mom.
Yeah. Shout out to International. Listen.
Can I make a comment on that though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so he didn't find out till he was 30, but that other guy probably raised him as
Yes.
so for that other guy who raised a kid that wasn't him, he really must have loved you enough to raise you as his kid.
But under what pretense though? That's what you're not talking about. That guy might have loved him as his own kid, but it was like he had no choice. He really went through life thinking that was his kid.
Wait, did it say that the mom lied to the friend or to the kid?
To the kid.
He lied to the kid.
But
So
the
maybe
dad
the
still-
dad knew that wasn't his kid.
Oh well. Now
But-
dads that do that, men that do that choose to raise kids and lie to those kids and say, you know, I'm your dad.
Yeah.
You are the dumbest motherfuckers out there, bro. Retarded, bro. Why would you raise another man's kid and then lie to him and say I'm your father? That you're not helping that kid. You're literally traumatizing that kid. So that's something that kid will never forget. He'll be scarred for life.
He got it tatted on him too.
Yeah, he'll get scarred for
Wow,
life.
yep.
That's not cool. All I'm saying is, if we lived in a society where we were just more honest, a lot of these issues would disappear.
I agree.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And it
Like the
comes
facts
and it and it comes down to accountability, ladies.
Facts.
Let's be accountable, okay? I forgot. Oh, now we got to do it, right? Okay, Curtis,
Oh,
go
yeah,
ahead.
fuck, marry, kill.
Pick one of them to fuck, marry, kill, bro. Go ahead. Fuck, marry, kill. Go
Fuck,
ahead.
marry, kill. I would probably
Make it quick, bro.
yeah. Coco, probably marry.
Okay, that's a good choice. Go ahead.
I would probably kill.
Short and concise, brother.
Yeah, I'd probably.
We're almost there.
I would kill Liz.
Yeah, put the camera on you, bro, so they know who's talking.
Okay, what's up?
Okay.
I'd probably
So
kill.
you marry Coco. Who you killing?
I'd kill Liz.
You kill Liz. Okay.
Yeah.
Who you marrying? I'm sorry. Who you fucking?
Alessandra.
Alessandra. Okay.
The virgin.
Bro, I'm surprised because Liz is a good. Okay. Okay. Shout out to you.
I know too much.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. I would fuck,
Okay.
marry,
Marry her
yeah,
Okay.
and kill.
and kill
She's
her.
been quiet the whole time.
Okay.
She needs to die. No, I'm just
Okay.
playing.
Wait, you said you would marry what? Coco?
Yeah, marry Coco.
Wait, it's because she's black.
No. yes. Okay. No.
Nah.
Maybe.
But
Yes.
she's literally been talking against men. Every point against
like,
men the whole
that's
time.
a little weird.
She will. Well, I can't say that because she's a good woman, but
We've been big up on her though. We've been saying she's had a good family
Yeah.
and this and that. Like I don't
She
think
comes
she's
from a
not
good
marriage
background.
material.
But her idea is a little walky.
look,
Her
I'm
ideas are a little wonky.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick about Coco. I think Coco is probably the type of woman that you do want to marry. I think she's probably loyal. I think she's a good partner, but I think she's stubborn as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I think she
Oh,
would.
you can tell
I
that from
agree.
looking
Like
at
I
you.
think she would like.
I don't think she would bring me peace.
But maybe that's a good thing though.
I don't think she would bring me peace.
But maybe that's a good thing though. You know what I mean? You do need a strong woman next to you, bro. You can't just have a yes man. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
she's
mean?
gonna be a doctor, bro. That comes with a masculine
Yeah.
traits
See, now-
and
now-
time and energy.
Okay.
Nah, that's a lot. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go real quick. Shit, there's some good choices here tonight. Definitely just fucking you. I'm gonna fuck, bro. These are good choices right here for marriage. I'm you know what? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, and because you're a good wife material, but nah, I couldn't marry you. And then I'm not gonna lie, damn, it's between these two. I'll marry you.
Oh.
Yeah, I marry you. Okay, what about you?
Kill. Damn, this is a hard one. She has a good mindset. I want to say,
Her?
yeah, but she's a virgin.
She thinks she thinks cheating is the same. If you cheat on her, she's gonna cheat back.
Well,
You
I
would cheat
didn't say
back?
that.
You would cheat back? If I cheated, you would cheat back?
You said cheating was the
I
same, right?
respect myself. I will not cheat on you.
And she's damn.
He's in love with your accent.
Nah, she had good ideas, and she's not from the Western world. She's from the Eastern.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She doesn't have this, but she's a virgin.
Okay.
That holds a lot of value, bro.
See how valuable that is? It's crazy. Okay.
But she was
I forgot.
she was debating for the other side though. So
I forgot about that. Okay, that's fair. Okay, and I actually forgot about that when I was making that decision. But
I'll be number one and then Mary.
okay, cool. Ladies, listen. Your time is very valuable, and I appreciate you guys coming. Thank you guys so much. This was definitely a really, really cool group. You guys made it fun. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for everybody watching. You guys were amazing as always. The super chatters, all the viewers, all the commenters. Thank you for Jules, my girlfriend back there doing her thing. Shout out to Kurt. We appreciate you guys, man. We'll see you guys on Wednesday for the daytime show. Have a good night, guys.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.